All right. Good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon. Let's go over the market. Let's see what's going on. Obviously, lots and lots of volatility. Fortunately, as traders, we like volatility. I was out of position on this movement. However, volatility is good for the market. So I'm excited to see if we can get in here and see how things go, right? Let's get an idea of where is the bottom. Is it coming in soon? What are some possibilities? Could we have a massive capitulation event that just sends us down further than anyone can expect, right? These are all things we'll talk about and the likelihood of it happening. Let me go ahead and get all my comments up. Let me get my other computer up as well. So let's see. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Welcome, 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 guys. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So, yeah, it's been a rough couple days, huh, guys? It's been rough, but I stayed up really late again last night trying to analyze the market and see what was going up and all that stuff. It kept doing like I wanted to stay up until we had a decisive movement, and I kept thinking it was going to happen and like watching these decisive movements and trying to figure out what's going on, and it just never got the decisive movement. So I stayed up to about 5 or 6 last night, and I went ahead and woke up at noon, and I'm trying to get myself together, and I'm just exhausted. So we're going to do the stream. We're going to make it happen. We're going to try to make some sense of what's going on in this market, but we'll see how this whole thing goes, guys. Hopefully we can get some answers and some clarity in this stream. And yeah, so that's the overall goal. Let's see. What's crypto fear index at? 13? That's actually not that low. I thought it'd be a lot lower than that. I really thought it'd be lower than that. What is it? 2 hours left to go? All right, yeah. We'll see what happens. We're definitely really, really low on the fear greed index. There's definitely a lot of pessimism in the market. I know a lot of people are really thinking that it's just going to go straight down without any sort of retracement bounce, and I don't think that's accurate. I don't, guys. Like, it doesn't. I've done enough analysis on this coin and other coins and have been around for long enough to know the markets don't just go straight down. They do have retracements, and when they do come in, like they're very healthy retracements, right? Like these markets do retracements, right? They go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. This is what happens, right? It goes up, goes down, it goes up, it goes down, goes up and down, right? This up and down pattern does happen. So I'm not concerned one bit. Like, look, if you go back to previous bull runs and stuff, like, or bear market crashes and things, crash, retracement, trash, retracement, crash, retracement, crash, retracement, crash, retracement. Like, you guys see this, all right? Like, I anytime someone tells me, oh, there will never be a retracement bounce, I can't even like acknowledge that, because look at this. Crash, retracement, crash, retracement, crash, retracement, crash, retracement. Like, I don't know, guys. It doesn't make sense to me. We're going to get a retracement bounce. The big thing is right here, the real big thing right now is like, whenever we get that retracing, because I'm thoroughly convinced it's coming. Whenever we do get this retracement, will you be caught up in this thinking that we're done, right? And that's the main thing. Are you going to have the stones? You're going to have the fortitude to realize, hey, we had this major show of weakness. This is going exactly to plan, right? We talked about how we were expecting to have a massive drop, retracement, sell everything on the retracement. That's what my plan is, right? However, here's the important thing. When we do start going back up and everyone's over here calling for the moon again, are you going to have the fortitude to say, I am selling at this area, right? And let's go ahead and reassess it. So all this is accurate, because remember, the golden pocket is the golden pocket of this entire structure, wherever that may be, right? And so we have to have our golden pocket retracement zone from the top to the bottom. Send it up. So from the top to the bottom, and the golden pocket has now been moved a little bit, not by much, but right here, right there we go. That's my new golden pocket zone. So let's think about this. So now we have a ridiculous amount of confluence here, because look at this. 3-day point of breakdown. Right here. Very key, right? Right there, the golden pocket. This 3-day point of breakdown. Where is it at? Golden pocket. You see this? This now has a ridiculous amount of confluence in this area. Now, however, because we did get these massive drops, let's see what breakers were formed. We have a weekly breaker there and a weekly breaker there. So I will be trying to, I might take some profits here, maybe, right? Even just a short term, right? I will take some profits here, but essentially a majority of it will happen right here. And that's what's going to be happening. So I need to readjust my plan and change up a little bit. But essentially, I'll probably take like 20% profits here, 80% profits here, right? Because there's a lot of confluence in this area. And a golden pocket retracement is very normal to happen, guys. Like we've proved it over and over and over and over and over again how this retracement does come. So do I think we are going to go down lower? Yes, I do, right? Yes, we are going to, but not until we get this retracement bounce. And this plan has not changed, all right? Like, I don't know. It's crazy to me. So a lot of people get really overly caught up in what's happening right now today, and they forget the bigger picture, all right? And that's what happens a lot, guys. So don't get caught up in the small movements. Instead, make sure that you focus on what the large movements are showing you, right? The macro perspective. We're going to get a bounce. It's going to come, all right? When? That's the question, right? Could this thing drop down here and clear these lows? Yes. Yes, it could. Okay? Yes, this could happen. We could absolutely get down here to the 2021 yearly open and also sweep these two this liquidity down here. Yes, I think that's a very legitimate possibility at this point. Do I think it's going to happen right here? I don't think so. I really don't think we do, but we cannot completely ignore the fact this is possible, okay? And if we do that, is that still healthy? Yes, right? Now, what would happen there? Well, we'd have to take our retracement level, right? And we'd have to adjust it to wherever the bottom of the wick is. Let's say it goes on 26,000, right? That means our golden pocket retracement now becomes from 53,000 to 56,000, right? But the point is, this plan is not changing, and this is totally fine. The plan has always been wait for a major show of weakness, sell the retracement. This, to me, is a major show of weakness. This was healthy. This is not. This is a major show of weakness. So nothing's different, guys. This plan is going according to plan. It sucks, but it's going according to plan, all right? And if you have any doubts at all, and you're like, oh, you're just making it up as you go, you're full of shit or whatever, all right, cool. Go to the channel. Go back here to the videos, okay? There's a few videos I want you to watch. One, I said right here 4 weeks ago. No, a month ago. A month ago, I said, hey, guys, we're in a bear market. This is literally when I said it right here. I said, hey, guys, we're in a bear market, okay? So anyone who's like, oh, you were caught with your pants down. Guys, I literally said, I told you guys, we're in a bear market. It's going to drop. Watch that video. I'll tell you that, right? And over here, my exit strategy 2 months ago, I laid out exactly how I'm going to exit the market. And yes, I have been taking profits ever since this video, 1% per week for the last 2 months. That means I've already cashed out 10% of my holdings already on this drop, okay, before this drop even happened. So, all right, any chance in stacks bouncing up hard in the next month? Like stacks? Stocks or stacks? I'm confused. If stocks, I have no clue because I don't pay attention to stock market. I really don't. So I'm not an expert in the stock market. I have no clue. If it's stack, like the coin jig stack, I'm going to probably go ahead and say I don't think it's going to do much at all because it definitely is not. It's losing way too many levels, and it was looking weak prior to this capitulation. All right. I need my Go Juice today, guys. I'm struggling. Oh, man. Energy shots, guys. Woo. I don't like to do it, but days like today, I definitely do need them. So, yeah, like, and then right here, this is a joke I posted on Twitter. If you don't get it, this is a joke. You don't understand. Isn't it crazy we're going to go straight to zero without any sort of retracement bounce, right? That's just not, it's not true, okay? This is not what happens, all right? And if you think it's smart to sell after a 50% drop with no retracement, that's I mean, I don't tell you guys. I think it's a bad idea. I think it's a bad idea, right? So 50% drop. Okay, let's see how this one drops. 55% drop. Okay. What about this? 60% drop. So like the point is, a lot of these major crashes, this is essentially the area that we do find. This is essentially the primary area that we find the major supports for our crashes. If you go back to a higher time frame chart, this is Binance, not bad. No, it's still pretty slow. Let's go to Bitstamp or Coinbase. That's fine, right? So if you go back here, right, where do we find support? We're currently at about 50% of a drop. This one, okay, back here in 2017, the drop had its major support at 47%. So basically where we're at right now, okay? Then from here to here, let's see where that's at. From the very top to the bottom, 47%. Cool. You guys are seeing this, right? Like, that's the important thing, guys. We have already dropped so far. The time to sell, right? The time to sell was up here, anywhere in this area, right? And we didn't sell, or I mean, I didn't sell a mass amount of my position. All I did was my 1% pulls per week because my plan was to have the drop and sell the retracement, right? But it just doesn't make sense right now to be selling right here or to go into short positions. Now, how about this? Let's say you do want to go into a short position, okay? Because I'm not going to tell you guys like, hey, it's you know, they can't go down. I'm not saying that, right? But what are the conditions you're looking for a short position? If you were going to, okay, this is what you're looking for to enter a short position. First off, you need to establish your major levels. I think the biggest level right now on this chart is right here on the low time frame, right? Right here at 38 to 39,000. So let's say we come up here and we start showing some, we go up here, tag it, go back down, retest. This is a short position, right? This is a good short. See that? This is the opportunity you can go into a short. And how you would do that is you would enter a short position here. You put your stop loss above this previous high, and you would target like, I mean, if you think we're going to make new lows, you can target way down here, right? There you go. 24-hour short position, okay? If you wanted to do a short position, this is a solid, this is a solid level right there, okay? That makes sense. The problem you're running into right now is we don't have a short position to enter. This is not the spot to enter a short because you don't have this market structure showing, right? So if this plays out and like you get some good bounces here and it starts to show some bearishness and things like that, then sure, you can probably do a short position. You have a bounce, come back up here. Maybe if you want to enter a short, you can, but like the stop loss would be super tight, right? Like if you want to enter a short position there and target new lows, there you go. There's a short position, right? But like your stop loss has to be extremely close because like there's not much room to fall realistically, right? And not only that, the other issue is that this blue line right here, this blue massive like stuff right here, this is a massive assumed channel, okay? And I'm saying assumed channel because you have a high, and a low, right? So the assumption, there's a rule called assuming parallelity, okay? Assuming parallelity. So essentially when you have two highs and you have a low, generally you draw the line out and you can assume this will turn into a channel. It doesn't have to, but a lot of times it does. So this right here, despite the fact there's nothing really showing you it's going to be at any major level, because you have this very clear channel forming, also you have pretty damn good interaction here on that channel, right? The midline, if you look at the midline, you actually have a lot of really good interaction here. Look at that, really good interaction. I think it makes a lot of sense. I think I would definitely be looking to enter some positions at this point, right? If we get down there. That makes a lot of sense to me. So you assume parallelity when you have two lines formed and you bring it down. Let me show you how I drew that just to make sure you guys are clear. So on a channel, previous high, current high, drop it down to the low, okay? Now you have your channel formed, okay? And you could do this on any time frame, but you also want to verify that your interaction on this midline does make sense. And I think it makes a lot of sense. Look here. A little bit of deviation, but a mass rejection. You come here, test it. Like it's showing a lot of resistance right there. I think this channel makes a ton of sense. I really do. And then what would happen here, right? So generally what happens with channels is when you test a channel from the bottom side, you're then going to be targeting the mid-range and the new high, right? So if you target the channel, come down here, it would come up here into this zone, and it would reject that back down, or maybe you could even come back up here, right? But essentially, the midline would then be your new level of targeting, and that essentially, $54,000 region, isn't that essentially where I'm looking to exit the market anyway? Doesn't that make a lot of sense? I think it does, guys. So, it's all coming together, huh? And also, the longer this channel goes out, like let's say this thing takes a while to grind up, right? Then you really could get those major levels up here in the $55,000 to $60,000 region. So, yeah, exactly, bro. I think that makes a lot of sense. Bro science, like this makes a lot of sense. And would this not satisfy my sell everything zone, right? So like if you go over here and you draw this channel from the top over here, drop back down, right? Oh, I messed it up, didn't I? There you go. And you drop this thing down, right? And you find the midline. Is the midline right in our sell everything zone already? Isn't that it right there, guys? Like, it takes a while, but couldn't that be it? And then it just, collapses back down? Does that not make sense? A midline test right here? So around, like, later this year, September. I mean, hell, it didn't have to be that early, right? Maybe it could have a deviation right here into it. So essentially, the midline is going to be at that area at around May. Does that not make sense? I think it does, guys. So, yeah, like, I think this makes a lot of sense. So, yeah, it could. It could take a while to get it back up here, right? And alts could do a lot of different things, all right? Altcoins do not look as bad as what you think, all right? They don't. And I'm sure people are going to disagree with me and all that crap. I've been watching the altcoins pretty damn closely, and a lot of these altcoins are holding up very nicely. And, like, the technicals on it still look pretty damn nice, all right? Like, look at this. Yeah, Bitcoin showed a lot of strength here, right? But this right here, although it looks really drastic on the Bitcoin dominance increasing by a lot, that looks really, really, really bad for altcoins, right? But if you zoom out, this impulse right here really isn't even that impressive, right? Like, you've had a lot stronger of impulses on the Bitcoin dominance chart, right? And generally, whenever Bitcoin does show, like when we have a capitulation, a lot of times it's a lot more aggressive. Now, I don't know if this is true, but let's go back to the March of last year. Yeah, here you go. Actually, alts showed a lot of strength here. Interesting. A lot of volatility. But yeah, that was the COVID crash back there, and then Bitcoin showed a lot of strength on the retracement. So, either way, guys, the important thing is like, I think this still looks fine. On a macro perspective, this still looks totally fine, right? I do have this as like my level I really want it to hold. But overall, like, this is a really, really aggressive drop right now. So, like, it's not that surprising if we do have a lot of issues here. Now, another thing to look at, if you go to the total 3 chart, okay? Total 3 chart, right? I'm going to get rid of some of these trend lines because I think they're not really necessarily invalidated, but they're just in my way, and I want them gone, all right? If you look over here, start from the bottom to the top, okay? Right? This retracement is at the golden pocket. Look at that. Look at this. Look, guys. Look. Golden pocket from 618 down to the 702. Are we currently bouncing from the golden pocket? And not only that, a massive weekly breaker on the total 3. This is the altcoins. This is altcoins right here, okay? Everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum, which I think Ethereum is showing a ton of weakness right now. I think Ethereum is probably done. I think this last drop really solidified it to me. We've lost a lot of levels on there, but ultimately, this still looks fine, guys. Like, this weekly breaker is still holding us up. The golden pocket's holding us up. This weekly breaker also, look at this. This is a mass capitulation down, failure to hold. It confirmed it as a resistance, and then we confirmed it as a support, and now we're going back in to reconfirm it as support. As long as this level holds, I can't be bearish on my altcoins right now, guys. I just can't. This doesn't make sense to me. It would be going against everything that I believe and all of my previous analysis, things like that. Golden pocket and a weekly breaker all in this area. This is the total 3 chart. This is the chart that represents the entire altcoin market minus Ethereum, right? It's solid. I mean, hell, even if you add the Ethereum market in here as well, look at this. This is the total 2 with Ethereum. Same thing. We're still testing this breaker right here. Oh man, guys, I just don't understand how people can be bearish right now. I really can't. And I know that's like, maybe that's conceited or whatever, but like it doesn't make sense to me. Gosh, this looks great at this point, right? Now, like I've shown you right here, this is the expectation for a bull market continuation, right? This is what I wanted to see if we were going to make new highs on Bitcoin and altcoins, right? However, this did not happen, but the same way, this also is a strong support level. It's a strong support level, right? No name said 2024, so I don't know when it's going to happen. Okay, make that very clear. Time frame analysis is such an incredibly hard thing to do, if not impossible. I've never found any strategy out there that is consistently reliant or that is consistently accurate on time. Okay, consistently accurate on time. I have never seen it. Okay, the only exception that I will give you on that, is this right here. Okay, if you have some sort of a consolidation of assets, right? 1, 2, 3, like that, right? Okay, when you have some sort of a symmetrical triangle that's all coming together of some sort, what you can do is you can have an expectation of time, right? Because you know it's going to break out in one direction by the end of this, right? It has to pick a side, right? And that's the only time you can ever do it. But outside of that, there's no realistic way of predicting time in a market. It's not possible, right? And all the people who are trying to predict time are grossly wrong, because everyone and their mother was saying what about December of 2021, right? We will be at 200,000 by December of 2021, right? Well, it's now January and I'm still waiting on $200,000 Bitcoin, right? It didn't happen. Let's see. Yeah, that's me a pretty solid level right there. That's a pretty solid resistance block, which does coincide pretty well. Now, the total market cap doesn't actually have to increase that much for altcoins to run, right? Let's say that Bitcoin basically just moves around a little bit. Well, okay, so I take that back. So if our alts were going to take off, okay, Bitcoin doesn't have to just explode in price, okay? It can basically consolidate, and that's totally fine. It can consolidate for a long time. As long as it's somewhat stable and less volatile, our altcoins will be able to gain ground on it. Now, I say be able to, right? I'm not saying they will. I'm saying they'll be able to. So, starting to increase as well. Not by a lot, but they are starting to show some strength. This means that people are gaining confidence back in the market. See that? They're starting to gain confidence back in the market. It's not by a lot, make that clear, okay? But we are having a pretty substantial increase in short and long positions opening back up. Over the last few days, we've had 5% more longs opened up since January 18th, 4 days ago. I think it's pretty significant, right? Nothing crazy, but it's something. This just goes to show you that the big players are positioning themselves in this market. They're positioning themselves, okay? I really wish DXY was open right now. It's really frustrating. It's not. It won't be open till tomorrow evening because I really do want to see what happens with the DXY, right? This is the strength of the US dollar. If crypto is going to increase, we really want to see the DXY start to drop. That's the primary thing I'm looking for. And right now we're sort of at a really pivotal moment. So I really want to see what happens there to give me additional confluence. Bitcoin dominance, like I mentioned, you guys, it still looks, it definitely looks stronger than it did, but this very easily could still be just a deviation at this point. So we're not going to get much of an idea of what's going to happen until we actually, we're not going to get that much information until we get some closes and Bitcoin finds a bottom that it's accepted, right? An accepted bottom. Then we can figure out, once Bitcoin has found a bottom, how are our altcoins going to react to it, right? Or how are the individual altcoins going to act? So I do think that we're on some major support levels on a lot of altcoins. And so I am completely okay in my positions. All right, I lost a shit ton of money on the last few days, but I feel very confident right now. I really do. So I really do feel good right now. Luna's showing a lot of strength. Holy hell. That's impressive. Litecoin. Look at this shit, guys. I'm telling you. Litecoin. Okay. You want a bullish case? I'm going to give you a bullish case. Okay? Litecoin. This trend line, you're going to be like, well, what do you care about this, man? Like, we're in a bear market, right? Look at this trend line. It's been forming for like forever, easily since 2018, right? Test, going to the daily. Deviation, right? I got stopped in a bear trap there. It sucks, but it is what it is, right? Bear trap, right? Or a bull trap, it caught me, okay? Came back down, yada. But look at this. We are so close to breaking out of this trend line, right? And like my levels, I almost closed my position yesterday, but we held a 3-day level, okay? And then tomorrow, in 1 day and 2 hours, I want to see it hold this trend line or with this breaker, which is like right at our level. As long as we hold this weekly breaker, I'm pretty damn confident we're going to break to the upside, right? And if we break to the upside on this, guys, like that's huge. That's huge. This trend line has been forming for freaking 4 years, y'all. 4 years. So where are my expectations on this if it starts popping? Like, my primary targets are like really high. My first target on here is right around here at 500%. Okay, let's think about this. So if Litecoin is currently at, where is it at? Litecoin is currently at $109. Okay, that means that Litecoin, for my first initial target, would essentially reach around $500, right? Because it goes 500% on the pairing, and that's assuming Bitcoin stays static. So 500% up from there, that means we're looking at no less than $500 Litecoin, right? Do you, like, if this sort of movement does happen and Litecoin starts to pop off by 500%, wouldn't that make like a massive, like, you guys see that? Like, this market is not dead. It's not dead, guys. I don't know what else to tell you about this. Like, and if you don't think that this can happen, like, you guys are naive. Completely and utterly naive. Look, Litecoin has a tendency of doing explosive movements just out of freaking nowhere. Like, this is what happens with Litecoin, right? And Litecoin is also one of the first altcoins to take off back in 2017. First off was Ethereum, then it was Litecoin, and then like everything else took off. And then at the very end, at the very end, then we had little XRP decide to pop off. I don't have enough price history on here. But yeah, XRP took off back in 2017 as well. Right? And that's what happens, guys. Like, it's crazy. All right. Luna working on 25% bullish hammer. Yeah, dude, Luna looks strong. I think I'm still in Luna on the challenge account. Let me make sure. I think I am. Oh, yeah. We still are in Luna on the challenge account. It's our biggest holding right now. So, Yeah, Luna's making one hell of a bullish hammer right now. I don't buy that we're not going to see new highs. Or not necessarily new highs. I don't buy that the market is not going to recover. Just don't see it. I don't see it. I like this right here is not something that would happen if altcoins are dead and we're going to zero. See that? Look at that massive recovery. Huge volume, massive V-shaped bottom. This right here is a massive like signal to the market, in my opinion, that like the alts are not dead. They're not. Guys, I don't know what to tell you guys. This stuff looks strong. There's a lot of these coins that look really strong right now. Now, not all of them, okay? A lot of these coins look like garbage, but there are some winners out there that are really looking good. All right, so ZEC came into a major level, daily breaker, retest. Yeah, this is the key level I was looking for a few days ago. Yeah, we have a monthly level right here, daily right here. Yeah, this looks like a pretty strong one. Yeah, dude, AMP, let's look at AMP. I know AMP took a hell of a beating. I don't have any price history here. But yeah, dude, like a lot of these altcoins, though, they're such a bad chart. Let me see if I can find a better one. AMP BTC. I'm just not buying it, guys. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it saying that we're just done. The market's screwed. We're never going to have a retracement. I think anyone who says that is this is their first time doing this shit. All right, like I've been here long enough to know that like every time Bitcoin is dead, it's not dead, right? Every time the altcoin market's dead, it's not dead, right? Once the initial drop happens, there's always a retracement every single time, okay? So if you're going to tell me we're not going to have any retracement, that means that there is fundamentally something wrong with the market and it will do something it has never done ever before. Ever. So you're telling me it's going to do something that has not happened since the inception of cryptocurrency back in 2009. You're going to tell me that this is a brand new situation, okay? Of all the price history, all the situations, no. January 22nd, 2022 is the time where the entire market completely changes. No, I'm not buying it, guys. I'm just not. So, yeah. But remember, like I told you guys, when we get our retracement, because I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to happen. When we get our retracement, the important thing is, are you going to remember the plan? Are you going to be able to stick to the plan? Or are you going to get caught up in the fear and emotion, or all the greed and euphoria and all that crap? And then when we do get up to our major levels and everyone else is saying, oh gosh, we're going to keep going, it's going to go crazy, right? And are you going to have the fortitude to remember, hey, this is probably just a retracement bounce and then sell? That's the big thing, guys. Hoping to just break even. Nah, bro. Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that, AYT. Hoping to break even? Nah, whatever, man. So let's talk about this as well, guys. All right, let's talk about this right now, okay? And this is gonna hurt, okay? I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna dig inside you, okay? This is not gonna be a fun conversation, but it's a very important one if you are gonna be successful as a trader, okay? Listen. It doesn't matter when you entered. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much money you put into it, okay? Listen, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone, okay? That money is gone. It's done. It's over with. It's completely irrelevant. Here's the important thing. Whatever you have right now, Whatever you have right now, start fresh. You can wipe your entire account and you can say, okay, starting today, where am I going to get to from this point right forward, right? If you have a position that you are holding on to because you just want to break even, close it. That's a stupid mentality. You need to fix it, okay? Close your position, start fresh. Look at these charts and find something that's the next winner. Not something that's going to reclaim your losses. Find the next winner, okay? I have my winners. I'm very confident in certain coins, okay? Those are my winners. To give you an idea how serious I am in this, I have been in crypto since 2017, right? For the first time, this is a very long time, I actually cashed out every one of my positions, every one. On December 31st, I cashed out everything. Literally wiped out everything. It doesn't matter what the coin is. I wiped out everything, right? And then I went back with a fresh mindset and I put my money in the coins that I was most confident in, all right? There are many of them I took some massive losses on, right? More of them that I took massive gains. But the important thing is I took those losses because I wanted to move them into coins that were going to make me money and not be not be something that hold me down and holds me back, right? So reevaluate your positions. Really check your coins and say, all right, if I was to go in this with a fresh mindset, if I was to walk in this market today, would I want to buy this coin? If the answer is no, sell it. Why would you hold on to something that you would not buy today? Get rid of it. That's it, guys. Just get rid of it. And then if it becomes to a situation where, hey, it now looks good, buy it again, right? But that's so important. And like we've had to do that several times, guys. Like I've went through and I've cashed out, taken many losses. I cut a lot of losses. I've adjusted my portfolios. I've sold off a ton of my positions, and that's okay, right? It's fine. But if it no longer is meeting the criteria as to why you're in that trade, you're not trading, you're hoping, and hoping is not a trading style, right? All right, this is one of my big ones right now. Request. Let's see how we're doing. So this is my main, this is the big one for me, right? This is the one that I have a lot of. And my line in the sand is going to be this right here. Let me get rid of that, Let's start from scratch. So let's do this. I'm going to delete this entire chart. Remove it all. I'll make a new plan for my coin, right? I'm going to see. If I was buying this today, number one, is it a good buy today? Okay, let's look at this on a fresh look. And maybe, let's say we go to this chart today and we decide, actually, this does look like garbage right now, and I'm going to get rid of it. Let's see, okay? But I'm gonna try. I think I know my bias because I've looked at this chart so many times. I think let me rephrase this. I think it's a good idea. However, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to articulate why it's a good buy right now today. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, monthly level. Is this a monthly breaker? Yes. Very clean monthly breaker, right? Do I like monthly breakers? Yeah, of course I do, right? These are major levels of support. Let's go back to a higher time frame. I think I have one. No, I don't. Okay, there you go. High time frame, monthly breaker. Is that solid? Yes, that's a good opportunity, right? Over here, let's find some other breakers. That's a solid level, right? Yeah, I think that's even a better. That's a point of impulse, point of origin, right? Is this a solid buy zone? Yes. All right. Furthermore, this would be a solid support and resistance, right? Because you can see it was a breaker, it was formed, came up back up here, tested it, then it broke above. Okay, so we are below this one. However, we have not lost it. The reason why is because this has not been closed underneath it, right? However, tomorrow, in 1 day and 2 hours, this will flip red. And if it flips red, this now becomes a resistance, right? So that would change my bias slightly on the overall direction of it. But overall, right now, monthly breaker, weekly breaker, point of impulse, all of that, this looks fine. Okay. Now on the lower time frames, let's see what we can figure out. No. Maybe. Ooh, actually, yeah. Let's go to a lower time frame here. Let's see if we got something. Log chart, trend line. We're struggling to get back over it, but we are trying. That's not bad. Not bad. Let's see if we can get back above it. But overall, like, I think it's holding up pretty well. Right now it is. Let's go to a different chart. Let's verify on Coinbase because Coinbase has more volume. Let's see if it's just on that one indicator. Yeah, we're currently struggling. So if we can get above here, that'd be a pretty solid one. So break down, break back above. That'd be a pretty solid play, I think. Okay. So far, so good. All right, I like that. I'm gonna do it on this chart actually. I think it's the same exact levels. It's really not. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna use the other chart for most of it, but I am gonna annotate this because this is the chart I normally use. I do use Coinbase for my charts, but I also do know there is a massive. Wait, 1, 2. How do I draw that? Okay, that's right. Point of impulse right there. Okay, so this is there's a massive monthly breaker in this entire region. We annotated that here, but I don't have that amount of history on there. But overall, this looks fine. Okay. And then also, if you go back here, this is also the listing price on Bitfinex. You could also count that as a support level. I think so. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it just because there's not enough price history past that, but I think that is significant. So let's go to a 3-day. Was there any actual breakers formed? Yes. There you go. First breaker in the chart. We're currently on top of it. And it also acted as a resistance right there. So yes. So are we on support right now for request? Yes. Yes, we are. Okay, there's no way to argue with that. We are absolutely 100% on support for request. And if we get above here, that will be a trendline reclaim on the log chart. So does this look good? Yeah, I think it does. All right, so where would I be selling at on this? Well, let's go back to Coinbase one. The most obvious levels right there, right? That's the most obvious level. But, and this is so important, we actually have already tested it one time. So how much resistance is actually going to hold? It's tough to say. So I would take some profit there. I would take some profit there. I would take some profit here, right? These are my three primary levels of resistance. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now let's go ahead and do a golden pocket retracement, right? Very top. We're going to assume that's the bottom. Our new golden pocket is right here. Cool. So, given this situation, let's go ahead and say how many levels we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say that I'm going to take 20% here. $20 there. I'm going to take 20. Let's do 10% here. The reason why I say 10% is because we've already taken a lot of profit at this level, and it's already been tested once, right? Here, I'm going to take 20 here. And that's 50% with this. So 50% here. I'm going to take 25% here. right? And I'm going to take my moon bag, 25% moon bag. Okay, you guys see this, right? This is exactly how you get a clear head on what's going on. I'm going to take 20% between 29 and 30 to de-risk, right? I'm going to take 10% here. The reason why is because we've already taken a lot of profit here. We've already tested it one time, right? I don't really think that's going to have that much significance the next time it goes back up there. But we have to still respect it, so I'm going to take 10% off. Here, I'm going to take 20% off, right? Here, I'm going to take 25% off. And then here is my moon bag. Make sense? And that means the 25% moon bag, sell at major weakness. Awesome. Make sense? Cool. Now, let's do this. Golden pocket, 3-day breaker, weekly breaker, three-day breaker. Already tested. Okay, there you go. Weekly breakers have been tested. 3-day breaker, untested, untested, golden pocket, 25% moon bag. Okay, does this make sense? Does this make sense? Is this a rational plan given the situation of the market? I think it does. Okay. Invalidation would be a close underneath here, a weekly close underneath there would be an invalidation, I think. Let's go to the BTC pairing because I want to show you this as well. Okay. Now, you guys can see on the USD pairing, it already looks good, but I'm going to show you why I'm so freaking bullish on this coin on the overall version. Like, this is just insane. All right. Remove drawings. We're doing from scratch, right? So technically it's a monthly breaker. I've been calling it a weekly, but I guess it is actually as a monthly breaker. So monthly. Monthly point of breakdown. And here's the reason why, guys. This is a breaker. It's also the last up candle before a massive downtrend. This is a very significant level, okay? These monthly point of breakdowns are exceptionally important. They really, 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 really are, okay? And to give you an idea how important they are, okay, let's go back here. Remember, monthly point of breakdown. We're going to go back to Bitcoin. I'm going to show you something, and I'll go back to this one as well. So on Bitcoin, go over here, 3-day level. This level right here is a 3-day point of breakdown, right? We got above it, tested it, held it. That's really good, right? We went back up. That's healthy. However, we started collapsing. If this was a healthy level, or if this was a healthy market, this 3-day point of breakdown would have held this level. And it did not. It failed. Okay. And not only did it fell through, retested, continuation down. That's how significant this level is. And as long as we still hold it, or as long as we're still below it, I have to remain bearish. Okay. This is why this level and this level are so damn important to me. Okay. All right. So now you see that, what a point of breakdown does and how important it is. Let's go back to request. This is a monthly point of breakdown. Very similar, right? Last up candle before a massive downtrend. We tested it from the downside once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Break above, come back down, retest. See it? Very, 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 very similar, okay? Same exact structure right here. So if this market is healthy, that means this should hold and continue going back up, right? That means it should hold, continue back up. That's what should happen in a healthy market. However, if it doesn't, that means this is not a healthy market, right? That means I would be only interested in playing a short-term bounces here, right? On this breaker right here. But this would be a short-term play only. This level is exceptionally important. You cannot underestimate it. All right, but we are currently holding it. Now on the weekly level, we also have a breaker right here. I'm going to go ahead and annotate them both. I think they're both important. Okay, weekly point of breakdown. Okay, does not have the interaction here, but it has a very strong reaction over here. So lose it, or yeah, we fell down, tested it, held it as support, come back up, tested it. We had a massive impulse from it, but obviously now we've rejected down, right, on the low time frame. Now, this impulse looks like it'd be a bad thing, right? You look at that, you're like, oh my God, look, it's horrible. Why could you even be considering like buying a coin that had this massive of a drop? But this is also called an inverted hammer candlestick. Okay, you see that? Inverted hammer candlestick. These things actually happen at the bottom of downtrends. And this shows the bulls are trying to step in, but are getting rejected. At the bottom of a downtrend, if you have a massive impulse like that and it gets rejected, that's actually a bullish thing. Okay? It's a bullish thing and usually is a sign of a reversal. So the fact that we did have this massive rejection here gives me even more confidence. This is what's essentially like a test pump, right? And that's basically what's going on. Like right here, right? Massive inverted hammer, come back up, continuation up, right? These inverted hammers do exist. All right. Either way, let's keep going through though. All right. So yeah, this monthly point of breakdown looks very solid. What else? The daily 200 moving average is down here. We're below the 4-hour 200 moving average. So if we get above here and close above there, I think we have pretty damn good confirmation we're going to continue up. And look at the overall market structure, right? And I love this about requests. The overall market structure, this is a solid impulse and a solid corrective structure, right? And you can tell it's a corrective structure because it's a slightly downward trending movement. And it's also low volume on the down, right? Low volume downwards is perfect. This is exactly what you want to see. I love this coin. I think it looks just beautiful. I really do. Oh, also, Request was holding up very, very nicely last night, and we are showing a lot of strength on the BTC pairings. We really are. So I think Request is actually looking very, very solid right now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, so now you guys can understand why I'm still bullish on Request, and there are a lot of really good reasons. Request. Let me go ahead and post this. The hell is it? There it is. All right. Would you call the last 4-hour candle on Bitcoin an inverted hammer? Let's look at it. Possibly. So the one thing about candlestick pattern analysis, you gotta be very careful on because they should not be used by themselves, right? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. It's not. Reason why the volume profile doesn't match. Generally, you want high volume on this candle. It doesn't show it here, but generally you do want high volume on it. But like that's a good sign of it, right? So it comes up here, massive inverted hammer. Usually it's sort of a pump afterwards. But yeah, you usually do want volume. The volume just isn't there. I'm trying to find a good example. Really can't. Yeah, so if we have like the volume is just low. Let's see on other charts. Coinbase, yeah, volume is still low. So I would still be very patient, guys. I would still be patient. It looks okay, but like we're not out of the woods yet. That's for damn sure. So be very, very patient. Yeah, so Litecoin, I still think it looks totally healthy and totally fine right now. It sucks, but wow, 1.618 extension on the Litecoin chart. Pretty solid. Yep. All right. Let's post on Discord that chart. Is this it? Yeah. My updated my updated targets for requests. So if you're in the challenge account, that's exactly what I'm going to be posting these things, right? I'll take whatever I have right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and disperse it right like this. And I do think we're going to get a lot of these filled, if not all of them. I really do think that. Because the overall, like all of it combined, it does look really solid. All right, what else am I looking at? You said Trader SZ just shorted 35.2, target 29. Yeah, I think it's solid, man. Like I told you guys, if you want to enter a short, you could enter a short, and that's where I would be targeting as well. Personally, I don't think it's worth it, but he is a damn good trader. And you said he entered at 30. Let's see. I'm sure this is his trade, right? 35.2. I guarantee you, the way that he's doing his short position is just like this. And if you want to do it, like I see it. Probably like this. 35.2 up there, right? Probably right past that wick. And target down there. That's solid, right? 11R trade. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Could that happen? Sure. If you enter right now, is it going to be 8R? It's not bad. 8R is pretty solid. If you want to enter, sure, go for it, man. If you want to do a hedge, I mean, this is the time to do it. I think it looks solid. Because you have a clear invalidation point. Like once you get above here, you can just say, okay, obviously I was wrong, right? So if you want to enter it, I think now's fine. And I'd be targeting right down here around that untapped liquidity level, right? And that makes sense. But that also makes the assumption that we're going to break down from this channel, right? You're making a pretty strong assumption we're going to break down from 33,000. Could that happen? Possibly. I don't know. Linty boy, how's Raven looking? I actually sold all my Raven. I sold it a few days ago. I posted in the Discord about it, but yeah, I did sell all of my Ravencoin, but I can look at it for you. Absolutely. So yeah, bro, if you want to do it, you can. I don't see an issue with it necessarily. As long as you're strict about your stop loss, I think it's a very safe short. But understand as well, and this is the other big issue to run into. There's a lot of built up pressure right now, right? So that means that generally what happens, if this is the bottom, and this is a totally hypothetical thing, right? Let's say this gets invalidated. Where the fuck was it? There you go. Let's say this gets invalidated, right? There's a lot of built-up pressure. So if it does get back above here, you may not actually get your long or your you may not be able to get your contract closed out until like up here, right? And that's going to change your risk reward a lot. You see what I mean? You may be put into a massive queue. So be careful on that. When you have this much built-up oversold region, a lot of people are going to be entering the same trade, and it may get very violent if it does break above. So have a very tight stop loss. But I think technically it looks fine though. CVX is doing pretty. It's starting to round off a little bit. All right. Where's it at? You're about to take a short. Wait, oh, it's 3R trade on Sol? Why 3? Dude, I would not be taking a short for less than at least 4. You got to be careful on that, man. Because you have to be careful on that because, like what I was telling you about the liquidity, When this thing starts to reverse, your 3R trade, like hypothetically, let's say this is your 3R trade right there. Like let's say this is a totally hypothetical situation, right? But let's say you enter this right here. If it starts to pop up, you may not actually get your stop loss filled until like up here, which would bring it to a 1.7R trade, which is not worth it, right? That's the issue to run into with doing these like scalps on these shorts, especially on these super oversold markets. Yeah, I saw that. Give me 1 sec. Why that level? Your current, man, I wouldn't do it, but if you want to, you can. I don't know, man. I see what you're looking at. Technically, it's fine, but you got to be careful about not having enough R in that, and also making sure that you have enough liquidity to dump your position if necessary. So, okay, I need to focus. Gotta focus. Gotta focus. Gotta focus. Gotta focus. Yes, Litecoin does look strong. I'll talk about it earlier. What was one we were looking at? We were gonna look at ELA chart. That's right. We talked about that yesterday, I think. ELA was one of those ones that was looking really, really good yesterday. It's a low market cap coin. I don't think there was actually a BTC pairing on it. Yeah, right here. Whew, that was a harsh drop. But it's a good looking chart though. This entire structure looks very solid, right? It's unfortunate that Bitcoin just collapsed the market, but overall this structure looks really, really good. So for one, if I was getting an entry at the golden pocket, I think that'd be a very solid entry, because look at the interaction you've had on the golden pocket, or not the golden pocket, the 200 moving average, right? Very strong rejection, slight rejection, break above. If you get a retest, that would be an instant buy for me, right? So if you can get in around 388, that'd be amazing. Now, as far as a support resistances and things like that, 3-day level right here. If you can get in right here at the 3-day level, that'd be really, really nice. Let's look at the golden pockets up here. 618 right here. Yeah. So if you can get in around 430 to like anywhere in here, right? 3-day level as well as golden pocket, that would be the spot I want to get into. That's perfect. That's the exact spot I'd be looking to get into. I don't have ELA on my exchanges, unfortunately, but overall, that's what I would be looking for. All right. Ravencoin. Let's see. I'll do Ravencoin, then I'll go over Litecoin for Linty Boy. Not Linty Boy, AYT. Actually, AYT, I'll make this easy for you. On Litecoin, my main targets we based upon this chart. I would be playing the BTC charts. That. I would be taking like 10% here, 10% here, 10% here. Then on the Litecoin USD, I would be looking at. God, Litecoin is such an interesting one because we're so freaking just low. I would probably take some profit maybe here. But we have nothing else, man. There's no other breakers established. You might want to take one here, maybe like 150 to 168, right? Nothing there. You might take some here, but overall, man, I'm thoroughly convinced if we do start popping up, it's going to be explosive. Litecoin doesn't just like slightly move; it moves with a freaking vengeance. And this is a trend line that has been forming for so long. I just think if it starts popping off, it's going to really surprise people. And something else about Litecoin as well, okay? Litecoin has been in the top 5 damn near its entire history, okay? Like Litecoin and Bitcoin were right next to each other. Then Ethereum came in, and occasionally XRP would jump above Litecoin. But basically, Litecoin was like a perennial top 5 cryptocurrency, right? And right now we're all the way down to the 21s. So like this thing can pop up in a massive way to get back and reclaim some value. Currently has 7.5 billion in market cap. If it was to reclaim a spot in the top 5, let's say like it got to BNB's level, right? That would be approximately 10x. If it was to retake BNB, that'd be a 10x from this level, and that's assuming that BNB stays static in market cap, right? Gosh, man. And remember, Litecoin has been valued higher than Ethereum. It's currently at 7 billion. And BNB is at 60 billion, right? So that means essentially it would have to gain, it would go 10x to reclaim the number 4 spot, which based upon its history is not unrealistic. Hey, Steven, I already broke down what I would do in a short position. I don't think I would do it myself, but if you want to enter a short position, I went over it early in the video. So go back and check out when I'm pulling out the shorts, and that explains it. Yeah, dude, it's just, it's tough. It's tough, man. I think Litecoin looks really, 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 really good. Well, like, let me rephrase this. It's not just good. The thing I'm looking at here is you got to look at the invalidation points, right? So like we are currently right here, right? We only have on the BTC pairing, and I will essentially close out my Litecoin position, or at least a vast majority of it, right here. If we lose that weekly breaker tomorrow, so if we can't increase the BTC pairing by 2% by tomorrow, okay, like that's gonna be my like, all right, cool, maybe I was wrong, yada yada yada. Let's wait till we have a show of strength, right? But the reward here is just astronomical, guys. Like the risk reward is astronomical. So I think I'd really feel bad if I missed on this one. I already felt bad about missing the Suku trade, but like this one would be so much worse. Oh, I'm so happy Suku just collapsed. So happy. What is that anyway now? Let's see. Is it interested? Am I interested in buying this coin? Nah. 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 I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I would wait until, I mean, if you could, wait until you actually get a close inside that weekly breaker. As long as it holds that weekly breaker, like, that bought me a week, in my opinion, right? And the other cool thing as well about Litecoin specifically is that we only have a few days. Like, this is going to get, like, look at this. This trend line from our current levels, like, we only have until, like, a few days, right? Like, you can see this. The trend line is going to intersect our level in the next 14 days or so, right? And if we hold that weekly breaker and get above it, we only have like 7 days, a week. Like, we're going to get an answer on Litecoin pretty freaking soon. So Luna still showing strength. Let's look. How's Bitcoin? Are we crashing again? Slightly. Yeah, I'm still looking for that. I think the channel makes a lot of sense right now, guys. I think it really, 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 really does. Could sweep the lows down there. It's possible. I think the channel is going to hold. And you got to remember as well, this entire region right here is a major support. Like this entire region, because what is a breaker, right? What is a breaker? Why do we even establish breakers? Breakers are areas where we have previously accepted price level. That's the reason. That's why we have it. Previously accepted price level. That's why this level is significant. Okay. that's why this level is significant. A lot of history right there, right? My 3-day breaker. That's the reason why I'm definitely, when we lost that, that was a key thing for me. So, yep. This looks fine. I'm not concerned. I'm really not, guys. Just really not. Could we go down here? Sure. Could we even go down here? Sure. But like my ultimate plan is still the same. Nothing's changing. CBX is showing some strength right now. On the USD pairing too, which is very impressive. Very impressive. Any coin that's able to hold their value during this massive drop is pretty damn impressive right now. Like ONG, I don't know what the fuck this is, but that's impressive, right? That's incredibly impressive. How in the hell is ONG actually up on the USD pairing by 28% today? That's nuts. What is this level? Oh, well, that's why. Monthly breaker. All right, look at this. Perfect. Look familiar? Look familiar? Right? Is this a weekly point of breakdown or a weekly breaker or a monthly breaker? Yeah. Came back up here. Test, continuation up, right? This is exactly what I'm looking for on the request pairing, right? This is perfect. Oh, man. ONG is a monster. Absolute monster. What a hoss, man. What a hoss. I'll go back on my watch list for now. Well, MEC Go is at a major level in the USD pairing. Yeah, yep. Been tested multiple times, but it is still holding. BTC pairing. Oh yeah, Bevi, I heard you say that about Credible Crypto. Yeah, he is. He's actually a lot more undecided on XRP now. I know Blockchain Backer is still bullish on it though, so take that how you want. Yeah, Luna's still doing really well. Ethereum Classic is still holding up nicely. Adam finally have a breakdown on this damn coin. This coin's a monster. We are about to get a retest of the 4-hour 200 moving average. Pretty nice. Raven, bro. All right, bro. I got you, man. I got you. Shit. Yeah, so first off, let's talk about the reason why I left this coin. I left this coin because we went above this trend line, held it, and lost it. Once we lost it, I went ahead and dumped my position. Now, furthermore, I did not like how we really didn't have much reaction to the 200 moving average. So I sold some there and I sold some there. I actually sold the rest there. So I sold the rest right there. So Discord guys, if you're a Patreon members, you saw that crap. If you're not, like, sorry, that's really how it is though. So if you want to get those alerts and all that crap, you're gonna have to become a Patreon member. Now Raven right here, this is going into some sort of a consolidation structure. Now here's the issue we're into now. Okay, this was a very harsh rejection, right? Some sort of a this was some sort of a deviation, right? Pretty safe to say. But now you're really risking of this being a descending triangle. You're really risking it now because that was a pretty harsh rejection. and I really expect this thing to pop to the upside. So now this really could be a descending triangle, so I'd be more hesitant. I would probably, if I was being this trade, I would probably start looking to de-risk at this 2-day breaker, maybe a weekly. Yeah, at this weekly breaker. So I would be looking to de-risk right here on the BTC pairing, because this is, it looks pretty descending triangle-ish at this point. But it doesn't have to, right? Because this is still this still is an impulsive movement. This still looks some sort of a correction, possibly. And this does look a strong bounce so far. But ultimately, I'm just not really interested until we actually do some breakouts. So get above this trend line, I'll be more interested in it. Right now, I would just have caution on this particular coin. Rose. Oh, let's go to the USD pairing. But I'm pretty sure the USD pairing also looks pretty similar. I know the BTC pairing has been like the primary thing that I've been watching on that coin, and it's been giving me the most indicators. Rose. Ooh, damn. That is rough. Holy hell. Gosh. Okay, so what I was looking at on this one, yeah, there we are. Oh, shit, no. Nope. No interest. No. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, that's tough. That's tough, guys. Ooh, this is rough. I would be very worried if I was in Rose. This is definitely a trend line tap on the normal interval. On the log chart, it looks like a very clear breakdown. I would be exiting my Rose position around 33 cents. I would. This is terrifying to me. Oh shit, that might have been the retrace too. I don't like Rose, guys. I'm sorry. This is terrifying now. The fact that we fell through all the way through the entire structure, the other side of the rising wedge, that's concerning. We did tap this weekly breaker. That's something for you. But I would really wait for more clarity in the market on this. And my clarity would come upon a reclaim of this trend line. That's it, man. I just, it's terrifying for me. Oh man, that sucks. XRP, let's see what we got going on here. This trend line, retest, looks solid. Falling wedge, breakout, retest way down here though. It's not great. If we talk about the deviation, so the deviation is Rose. Where we at? Rose. So in my opinion, the deviation's this. That's the deviation, right? So a very similar chart. Okay, now I'm going to show you another chart that had a very similar breakout like this. So remember this, right? You guys see it? Okay, I'm going to show you one, and you're going to understand why I'm so cautious. Remember this really well. Okay. So you have this one on the log chart, and you have this one on the normal interval chart. Okay. The important thing is, if I can find the right one I'm looking for. Back in the day, it was really clear. Now it's not so much. What was the level? Essentially this. Essentially that, right? I think the log chart looks cleanest, I suppose. But basically, like, look at this. Okay, rising wedge. Breakout, deviation, just completely collapsed. Okay? That's what I'd be concerned about on it. Until we get back above there, you got to be really, really careful. And you can definitely deviate back above, but like I would wait until you actually clear it before I would jump in on that. Cummies. Well, I'm demonetized. Probably. I don't know. Crow. Crow? Crow. All right. Well, 702. 3-day level. We got to get back above here in a little bit time. Oh, we're on a different time frame. That's why. Okay, Crow's different time from the other ones. Okay. BTC. Where's our support levels at? Nothing. That's actually a pretty decent one. This consolidation cluster right there. No. Yeah, a consolidation cluster is something, but not much. All right, let's go back to Solana, right? That's what we're looking for? Solana. Oh, shit. Oof. Oofta. Shit. This is a funny one because a lot of people were arguing with me whenever I sold on Solana. Yeah, that interaction right there was really bad. Okay, but... Oh, man, what the hell? Solana. Tether. Okay. So first off, let's go again into our major levels. Actually, let's go to this. I have a new USD pairing chart on there for Sol. Let's go to this. Okay. So for one, we're in the golden pocket, right? There you go. Good start. It's great. This trend line has been formed. We broke down from it. Not great, right? So we need to get back above that trend line to become bullish again on it. However, at this level right now, this is the golden pocket of the entire structure, right? So would I be interested in like shorting or selling this position? No, I wouldn't be. I don't think it makes much sense to be shorting this position, right? If anything, I'd be buying here because this is generally a major level of retracement on the entire structure, right? And if I was to want to play this, I'd be looking to target around here. My initial one would be this trend line, right? Wait, is it? I mean, 80 could happen. 80's still inside the golden pocket. That's still very solid. And also the 3-day level is right here at $72. And this entire structure is around 80. Yeah, $80 level makes a lot of sense. However, I would not be shorting this level. OMG at the 200 weekly, y'all. Let's look at this shit. I want to see this. I love the 200 weekly. Oh, Misi, go 200 weekly. I need to find one that has enough time, apparently, because this one doesn't. OMG. Bits. No, it's Euro. I mean, technically, bits, or, it should have enough. Okay, that's not going to work. OMG. I don't know what chart to use. I don't know what has the most time. Coinbase? Yep, there it is. It is at the 200 weekly. Dude, honestly, the 200 weekly is a major level. It is a major level, that's for damn sure. 3-day. Weekly. I wouldn't consider that a level. It's a month. No, monthly breaker. No. You could short the 702. I think it's dangerous though. I think it's dangerous. Like if you have a good RR, if you have a good invalidation, if you know there's enough liquidity in the exchange, freaking go for it. Cool. That's my thought process on it. If it's a solid setup, if you have the liquidity on the exchange, if you have a good RR, and I don't think 3R is enough. I would go for at least 4. I mean, personally, I don't like taking trades unless they're about, especially on a short, man. Short's even more dangerous. I would not say, especially after this amount of oversold, right? That's the big issue, man. We're so oversold. These markets, if they start going against your trend, they will pump so freaking hard, and you will not get your stops anywhere near where you want to exit them. It just doesn't happen. You have the cascading liquidation effect, and you're going to be selling way or buying back in way higher than what you want to. That's why I would not be doing a trade right now on these. I would not be doing a short trade for less than 8R, and I would not be doing a long for less than 4. That's probably my go-to right now. You might be able to take a long for 3R, maybe, just because you're going to have liquidity, no problem. But yeah, I know. I'm aware of that, man. I get it. 3-day, weekly, monthly. I think it's still solid. So we are at a monthly level. We are at the 200 moving average on the weekly. Okay, this looks pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. I do like this. And there is so here's the other cool part about this, right? There is very little resistance that was formed the way up, way down, right? This was just a massive dip. So same thing as I'm looking for in like Bitcoin, essentially. This is even more so. We don't have any consolidation here. It just was a drop, right? You're catching a knife, but if it starts reversing, like, it could reverse very harshly. And right now, I'm going to say a conservative target would be between 13 and 15 and weekly, 3-day. I'd probably target here. There you go. Right? So conservatively, 8 to 9 and from 13 to 15. I may actually enter this on the challenge account. I don't know. I might take this one, the challenge account. Now, not a short, but as a long. So buying spot in this region. I don't have much additional fiat available, and I really want to save what I have left on my main account for a retracement or a confirmation play. Oh yeah, so essentially this is what I'm talking about. Okay, let me break this down to you guys. So if you're gonna take a trade, well, first off, if you're asking that question, that tells me one thing: you have not watched Trading 101.
We should file a claim.
Okay, you have not watched the Trading 101 series. Okay, you need to do this, guys. Like, this is so freaking important. I have 20 videos here that basically teach you exactly how to be a trader, right? Like, all the big things. Number one, the first video on here is risk management, going over RR. The very first video, essential video to preserve your earnings, risk management. This is such an important one, right? You have got to watch this video. The next one is avoiding FOMO and explaining the risk to reward and why, like, if you enter too late, you're gonna get screwed over really badly. Those two videos are absolutely 100% essential. All right, I don't even want to talk to you until you do that. Honestly, I hate to say it like that, but like we can't even speak the same language, right? Like, let's say you're learning how to trade, right? If you're learning a new language, if you're like, you can't go into Spanish 3 until you learn Spanish 1, right? Until you know basic conjugations, I can't go into, a furthermore on like all the other crap that has to do with Spanish, right? You can't even speak the same language. This is like yo, right? This is like the yo to voy, all that crap. You know what I mean? Wow, it's been so long. But either way, guys, that's what I'm talking about, right? This is like basic stuff you have to know. All right. You can't go into calculus until you know how to do basic addition and subtraction. All right. All right. Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? Exactly. Exactly. I'm right there with this guy. I don't know who this guy is. I agree. I'm curious to see. So SC, he said he has a short position. Where is his stop loss? All that crap, right? Yeah. I will close at 29K. What? No way. All right. Either way, guys. Okay, let's keep going. What else you guys want to talk about? What other anything, right? I went over that, went over that. Let me look at my other charts. Let me see. Let me look at my positions and make sure that I'm still confident in my positions. And if I'm not, then obviously I need to, get out of my positions, right? That's common sense. Well, for one, let's go to Luna. That's one of my big positions. Luna, am I still bullish? I think the answer is already yes because the BTC pairing is looking so good relative to the rest of the market. But let's verify, right? Ooh, that is such a beautiful chart. Okay. CRV? Oh, yeah, I'll go over that. I got you, CB. I'm going to go, or not CB, got you, AYT. I'm going to go right down the line on my majors. And yeah. Now, however, okay, here's the issue. This will become a resistance as of tomorrow, 1 day and 1 hour, if we don't get a close above there, right? That means I would have to adjust my strategy and actually sell some here, right? Um, assuming that we are going to be doing assuming that this is going to be closed above my target, my initial target, when I'm gonna take some profits, be right here, right? And if we get down here, that's obviously a good buy zone, right? So Luna looks good on the USD pairing. Let's go to the BTC pairing as well. Luna. Very healthy buyback. Very healthy buyback. I like this a lot. Um, I like this a lot. This looks really strong. That's just perfect buyback. High volume on the increase. Like, this is perfect. Yeah, this looks strong. I would not be fading Luna at all right now. Okay, Luna's good. Next request. We already went over that. Yes, looks great. Let's go to Crow. How does Crow look? It's a 3-day daily. Okay, we need to reclaim this level, or that would be a minor show of weakness, right? So possible show of weakness if we don't close above that. Let's go to the USD pairing, Crow. Okay, here's I need to adjust this. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Technicals. Bitcoin is on there, all of them. Okay, good. Active. I'm going to go through and add all of my positions that I actually already have. Let's do that now so I don't mess this thing up. Let's go to the USD pairings. Luna is a position I'm in. Link's position I'm in. LTC is position I'm in. Ethereum, I'm not in. ENJ, I think I got back into it. Yeah, I did. Okay, ENJ, I'm still into it. Doge, I'm out. BTC, I'm out. AVAX, I think we're still in AVAX, aren't we? Axie Infinity. Which one is that? AXI? I'll figure it out. Tether, Bitcoin, Zcash, we're not in that. Litecoin, crypto coin. Okay. Request. XRP. Let's go to the BTC pairings. XRP. Request. Litecoin. Link. ENJ. All right, those are my main ones right now. Let's go to old USD pairings. Grab the other ones. Luna. Is AXS, right? AXS? I think that's what the ticker is. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. AXS. Isn't that pretty bad? A lot of these coins, I don't even know what the tickers are. Oh, Ethereum Classic. That's right. I think that's on the... no, it's not. I gotta go find it. Ethereum Classic. CVX. Ethereum Classic. It's going to be over here. ETC. HBAR. Get them both just to make sure I cover it all. Oh, CVX. Oh, we already added it. Okay, good. Link. Nanomatic. Mina. I think that's it. Add that too. I don't know which one it is, but I want that one as well. I think that's all I'm in. Yeah, I think that's it. XRP. I'm just going to... Oh, crap. Add both of those. Just make sure I cover them all. Okay, that's it. Let's go to the BTC pairings now. I want this on my watch list. I think it looks really good on the high time frame. I'm waiting for a conditioning map, but I do want to put them on my watch list. AXS, okay, good. Crow, there. CBX, I want the BTC as well as, okay. Where the fuck's CBX, BTC? Oh, I guess they are on there. Okay, good. BTC pairings, CVX. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I got to get this thing squared away so I don't miss anything. So important. I want to make sure that I'm confident in all of my positions. Because if I'm not, I'm going to sell them. Like I don't care. It doesn't bother me to sell a position if it's something I am confident in. That's what you do as a trader, right? I think that's it. All right, so active. There we go. Those are my coins. Awesome. Let's go down the line. Litecoin. Am I still bullish? Yes, I am. I'm bullish in this coin. I've already looked at this. I know I'm bullish on it. I'm bullish. That's a weekly 200 moving average. What? What? Weekly 200 moving average? Why did my alert not go off? You son of a biscuit. 200 moving average on the USD pairing. Am I bullish on Litecoin? Yes, 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 yes. I'm bullish on this coin. Yes. Send it. Freaking send it. I'm so ready for it to go. All right. Link. Okay. We broke below the 200 movement, or we broke below the golden pocket. It was a very aggressive dump. So I'm cautious on this one. I'm cautious. Let's see. We did tap the monthly down here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. We did tap the monthly. So I want to see it recover this pretty damn quickly. All right. So I'm cautious about Link right now. Let's go to the BTC pairing. This is going to be a weekly breaker. That is still valid. So we are inside a weekly breaker. Daily. I think it was a golden pocket, wasn't it? 786. Okay, Link, I might be cutting some. I need to look further on it. I really have a notebook right here. I keep forgetting to do it. Okay, Link is one I might be selling off some. E&J, I went ahead and held that position. But obviously we're below where we wanted to be, but it's still a 3-day level, so still holding it. It's not great. Let's go back here. We're still above the 702. We're at the 702. I really don't want to sell the 702. That really didn't make much sense. Okay. Okay, let's go to the BTC pairing on it. Daily 200 moving average. Let's see if we can get back above it. It's still possible. If we can't get back above it, let me think about this. $702 on both pairings. On the BTC and USD with the 702. That's not really the spot to sell, I don't think. I really want to see it get back above here, but I don't think that's the spot to sell. 3-day level, we held it. We held this major 3-day. I think this looks fine. If we don't get back inside here, though, I will cut it. So I'm going to buy, you buy a little bit of time. Yeah, this is going to be you're going to buy me some time, but I need you to be inside this breaker tomorrow. I'm cutting it. Right now, I think it's still okay, though. Luna. Oh, I love great. I'm so happy about this coin. Okay, cool. CVX. The fact it's holding up so well is really surprising to me. If I go to the CVX Ethereum pairing, 3-day level still holding. That still looks pretty solid. It's not great, but it still looks pretty solid. Let's go to this one as well. We did close below that. It's not great. But we do have this weekly right here. Ooh, damn it. Weekly right here. Very obvious. So I really want to sell at a weekly breaker. I don't think I do. So I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to hold it because this is still holding. Yeah, that still is holding. However, comma, I'm going to adjust my sells. I'm going to sell a pretty decent position right here. So 31 to 33 I will be selling. But I don't think it's smart to sell at this point. Yeah, that's my thoughts. All right. So we'll be selling I'll be selling a lot actually. I think that's the spot we need to be unloading a lot. Selling a lot there and selling a lot here. So I'll have some extra cash to work around with. But I'm not selling here. We're at a major support level. Okay, hope that makes sense, guys. Request looks great. XRP. Monthly breaker. Technically, it's not anymore. Yeah, technically, it's not a monthly break anymore. This is liquidity. It's been tapped. I want to see it get back above it. That'd be a really strong buyback here. But right now, this is the Bitcoin pairing. You got it feeling the short? On the short, right? I'm gonna see your adjustment. I don't know what you actually entered. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. Yeah. Let's see. Solana short. What's your RR? Yeah, show me your RR. I want to see actually what you have, and then I'll let you know what I think of it. Right? I mean, obviously, if you're in it, you're in it. That's cool. But I'm curious to see what your thought process is. But best of luck, man. XRP tether. I think XRP looks fine on that aspect. On the BTC pairing, sort of just chilling. This 3-day level is holding up really nicely. Daily. I mean, not all of them, man. Okay, Litecoin we already talked about. I think XRP looks okay. It looks fine. I just need to be patient on that one, I think. I think that's the play. I'm going to double check, though. I'm going to dive in that more. Okay, AXS. I need to cut it. I need to cut this play. We lost it last night. I don't want to cut it right now necessarily, but I do want to cut this position. Based upon just this, right? Let's go to AXS on the other side. Let's go to the BTC pairing. See if maybe there's something different on here. Maybe it can convince me that I'm wrong. AXS, BTC. Ooh. Maybe it can convince me otherwise. That actually looks pretty decent. All right, well, that's why you check both, right? Okay, monthly, nothing. Weekly, yes. Yes, yes, yes. This entire region is absolutely a major support. Ooh, man, that is a very solid support level. Okay, let's keep going back. Did we close above this level? Yes, we did. That's a solid close. Okay, now we're below it right now, but we did close above it yesterday. That's it. That bought us time, right? I don't like the drop here. That being said, I'm not really too concerned because a lot of coins are doing it. Weekly, monthly. What was that for? I had a reason why I drew that line. I'm not sure why. I think it was just because this was a retest, just like it was there. Yeah, make a high, go back above, you retest the high. Make a high, go back above, retest the high. Ish not, right? That's the overall goal I was looking for, and this just looks like a retest of that prior high. That being said, it's no longer significant. It's gone. Weekly breaker looks solid. We did hold that. AXS, I think the right play is to hold on to it. I think it is, man. Nothing there. Let's go back to the pairing. AXS, USD. This looks pretty drop. This looks pretty harsh. Are we at a golden pocket? Yeah, 702. Okay, we're 702 right now. Nope. I'm holding on to AXS. I think it still looks fine right now at that level. Link, I might be cutting. AXS looks fine. Ethereum Classic, I'm pretty sure still looks good. Ooh. Monthly point of breakdown. It's pretty solid. See that? Test, 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 break back up, retest. Oh. I think it's good. I think Ethereum Classic looks fine for a short-term play with this. Short-term play, I think it looks fine. I think from here up to here is a solid play. Weekly breaker right here. I think this one's good for a 50% increase. Okay. So on the USD pairing for Ethereum Classic, I think it looks okay with this monthly breaker being here with a lot of confluence. Test, 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 break above, retest. This looks fine. I would like this one to hold, which is why I'm a little bit bearish on it, but this one also is a solid support level, so I really don't want to ignore it. Monthly breaker. Wait. The monthly breaker is right here. Yeah, this entire region is it. Is there a better level? No, not really. Okay. This is also right here. But yeah, solid levels right here. Okay, let me go back here. Check what you're doing. Okay, cool. Hey, I know, man. I know you hate closing that, but like, you got to have a solid plan when you go into it, right? Especially in this sort of market. So, yeah, RR needs to be solid, man. And you need to allow additional space because of the high volatility in this market, especially on a downtrend. It's more of like a slow downtrend, so you probably have more of a you'll have more liquidity going downwards if it starts capitulating, right? However, on the uptrend, a lot of people are going to be trying to get out of the market as soon as a show of weakness or a show of strength that comes in. So there'll be a lot of people trying to close their shorts, and it's going to create a cascading liquidation event. So be careful on that. Oh, Ethereum Classic. Let me look at the actual Ethereum Classic. Look at the BTC pairings. Oh, shit. Look at this. Am I interested in closing right now? No, of course not, man. Fuck no. This is perfect. No, this is beautiful. I'd be adding position here if anything else. Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. Okay. Wait, whatever, Luna. Okay, CVX, Litecoin, AXS. Let's go back up here. Litecoin, Link. We already talked about that. ENJ talked about it. H bar. H bar is having a really strong bounce right now. Where's the BTC pairing at? Old BTC pairings. Let's go over here to H bar. That's a strong bounce. It's a very strong bounce, actually. Show of strength. I mean, this is a show of strength, guys. Very clear 3-day breaker. Came down into it. Harsh pop back to the upside. On the 4-hour, we have a very clear trend line formed. I think so. Okay, hear me out here. Hear me out. 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 Okay. We have a show of strength on H bar. Relative to the rest of the market, this is definitely some sort of a show of strength, right? Okay. If we get above here, if we break out from here, I think we're going to keep going up. Okay. So if you wanted to enter a position here, right? Let's say like this. If you want, and this is gonna be a little weird because it's gonna be on the BTC pairing, right? Oh shit. Long position here. I would say the low, this low, right? Target right here. I think that's all this is solid. I think that's solid, right? And I told you guys I was okay with this because the risk to reward is 3 on the uptrend, and I would do no less than 4 on a downtrend because of the liquidity issues. So I would like to get as low as possible on this. So if you can get in around like basically here, that'd be a really good trade. Now the equivalency on the H bar USD pairing is weird. Box chart's ugly. Moving average, RSI, and volume. Okay. Cool. We're gonna start from scratch on here because that was a really ugly chart and I don't like it. Moving average is a 200. Sorry, I gotta fix all this. I made a mistake real quick. 200. All right, that's fine. I want this big. I like my moving average. I like my 200 to be big. Make it very clear my key levels are like this. See it? 200 weekly or daily rejected really harshly. Okay. Let's go back. Let's figure this shit out. Close below there tomorrow will be a loss of that level. We did not close beneath that. It's calculated by TradingView. Damn it. These are garbage. Let's do this again. Okay. Move drawings. There we go. 3-day. Okay, good. Okay, this is a support right now. We need to get back above there by tomorrow. I think we can do it. I honestly think we can. But don't make assumptions, right? Okay, that is a weekly support. Very clear. This is a... Still think it's valid. I still think it's valid, right? The interactions we've had here are just solid. This level is key. So I would still consider this a major resistance. Yeah. I know. A lot of price action between. But look at the interaction we've had. Rejection or support. Rejection, right? Resistance, support, resistance, right? I think it's still very valid. So, and then furthermore, I still think this is valid as well because again, no close underneath it. So this entire block is still very important. And it has to be treated as resistance until we get above it, right? And that's why I took a lot of profits right in this area. I think I took 40% of my H-bar profits right here, and I took a lot more around here, right? Yeah, when we actually bearishly retested it, I did take more profits on H-bar. So I probably am down about, I'm probably down about 75% of my original H-bar position right now. And I bought H-bar down, fuck was it? 18 cents. Around, I think it was down here. Bought a lot of H-bar down here. So, okay. Um, 4 hour, nothing. Figure out some trend lines going on here. Push it up. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're at a resistance right now. Well, I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm not going to use that. That doesn't really... I don't think it's that significant. I'm not sure if this is significant, honestly. About it, guys. Unflag. Okay. Let's go to the rest of the H-bar spot. BTC pairing. Monthly breaker. That's not right. Not a monthly breaker. I don't know why I put that. It's here. That's the monthly breaker. What the hell was I doing back then? I don't know why I make mistakes like that, guys. Like occasionally I'll find charts that I'm like, what did I do? Doesn't make any sense. This is the breaker, not there. This is. All right. Nope. Get rid of it. Why was that level established? Why was I saying that was going to be a big one? It's possible it's going to react, but we don't really know yet. We don't have enough information to make that decision. Okay, so we have that. This entire cluster right here, that entire thing is a breaker of some capacity. So this is a major monthly support. Up, down. Fuck, man, this entire block is. It's not very clear, but the entire thing is. Let's go to a quarterly. There it is. There it is. Quarterly breaker. Damn. That's a very significant one. Don't use those very often. Okay, quarterly breaker. So we're currently bouncing off of a quarterly breaker. So I want to say if you want to look at it just based upon the BTC pairing and how we're currently sandwiched between a quarterly breaker and this weekly and a trend line, the quarterly breaker should hold. So ultimately, I think it still looks fine. I think H bar still looks fine at this point. Let's go to the technicals. Bitcoin is dropping a little bit. Showing a little weakness, not too much, but we're showing some. So if we were to be looking at that, you want to see this one hold. So as long as we stay above here in the next 15 minutes, I'd have to remain cautiously bullish. But ultimately, I think this is the line. Get above there, 4-hour close. Pretty big deal. Also showing some strength. Showing a lot of strength. Look. That's the same breaker on Bitcoin. So that means Bitcoin dominance is dropping, isn't it? Yep, it's dropping. Okay. Oh, man. I think, yeah. Alts are showing some strength, guys. It is. Where are we at? 14 minutes, the next update. I'm curious to see what it says. That's funny. $20 or $50? $50. That's me. I think it's going to go 50. What do you guys think? You're going to see 20 or 20,000 or 50,000 first? What do you guys think? Bitcoin, 20 or 50? Oh, man. $50? Yeah, I think I agree with you guys. However, I think 50,000 will essentially be like that's when I would start looking to take some serious profits. For that trend line to be really significant. 29, then 44, 44 key level. Possibly. I think 44. So the key level that I'm looking at is actually the yearly open. I think that's the key. This right here. The yearly open will be a significant level. So longs are increasing. Shorts are decreasing. A lot of shorts decreasing, man. A lot of people are taking profits in their shorts. They are losing confidence the market's going to keep dropping. And I think I tend to agree with them. I just don't think it's going to drop much further. What is this? Yeah. Trend exhaustion saying it's going to go up. Well, what capacity? What do you mean trend exhaustion? What indicator shows trend exhaustion? Because the only one that I know of for trend exhaustion is going to be the RSI divergences, which, let's look at that. I'm actually curious. I haven't really looked at the divergences yet. US dollars. On the 4 hour, we do not have a bullish divergence. On the hourly, we do. Okay, so on the hourly, we do have a bullish divergence, right? Because if you go right here, oh, this is Bitstamp. No, I'm not gonna use that one. I go to here, bit technicals. I thought I added them all on there. We got in. Okay, so here, there to there, right? Bullish. That's a lower low. This is a higher low, right? So that means we are having a bullish divergence on the hourly level for Bitcoin. Is that significant? I don't know. So, oh, it's a custom indicator? Yeah, I don't know, man. I follow the indicators that I have done historical analysis on and I feel comfortable using. So, a lot of people use other stuff. It very well might work. I'm not trying to dog on you by any means. If it works for you, great. I am thoroughly convinced. This is the thing, man. I am thoroughly convinced anyone can be successful using damn near, okay, I'm not going to say all, but damn near any indicator they want, as long as they use proper risk management and are disciplined and consistent. I'm thoroughly convinced of it. There's very few indicators that I think are just absolute bogus. Very few. Like hell, even, and I hate to say it like this, but even like astrology, like for some reason there are a lot of people who do use astrology in their analysis, and if enough people do it, wouldn't that have a impact in the market sentiment and moving it up? Yeah, I think if astrologists out there are all looking the same thing, and for some reason the moon and Saturn and all that bullshit align and stuff, then you know, maybe there are a lot of people out there who do buy, and that buying pressure is going to create buying, or them all buying is going to create bullish pressure in the market, right? I think that's something you could do, especially if you combine it with under indicators. I think you'd be very successful at it. So, yeah. Hey, appreciate it, Scott. Thank you so much, man. Hey, speaking of that, if you guys can go ahead and give me a like on this channel, so like just like Scott, right? Like he actually didn't look me up. He just, you know, YouTube recommended me, right? So if you guys could like the video and comment and subscribe and all that crap, then YouTube will actually push out my channel to more people, so people like Scott can actually see me. You know what I mean? So really would appreciate if you guys could do that. Yeah, cool. Hey, Scott, go ahead and join our Discord. It's a really, really good group. We got a lot of people in there. You know, I do a lot of updates on different coins and market analysis and things like that. I keep all the news away from my analysis. All I do is focus on charts and nothing else. So I've had a lot of success doing it. But spider lines, fib levels, MA, less than a check and confirm. Yeah, I've never used spider lines, but fib levels, moving averages are two things I use a ton. 200 moving average and me are like, bae, man, we are peas in a pod. So I love Fibonacci too. That's my thing. Yeah. So yeah, not too bad, guys. I don't know what else to say. I think basically right now I'm pretty confident in the market. I think nothing's really changed in my analysis. I'm pretty content on it. We are at major support level on we're at major support levels all over the place. We really are. So the total 3 is at a major support level, and that's indicating for our altcoins, right? So Bitcoin is almost, we keep going up alongs. That's nice to see. Shorts continue to close. Nice to see, right? Yeah, we're at some major support levels on a total 3 chart, which are altcoins. We're starting to show some divergences forming. A lot of our altcoins do look pretty damn good. I need to reevaluate Link to see if I want to stay into it or not, because I'm not really sure, honestly. And if I do leave Link, what would I put it into? OMG may be a good option, the weekly breaker, right? OMG. ONG as well, right? That's also another good one. Because that one is just exploding right now. If I get a golden pocket retracement, should I YOLO into that? Possibly. Make a lot of sense, honestly. So if I get an entry right there, would that be a good opportunity? I think so. I think it would. Suku can go kiss my ass. What is this on? What level is this? That might be a good one. Yeah, this is a lot of bullish pressure pressing up against this. We're currently at a major support level. That actually might be a good opportunity. I think so. Let's look at FET USD. FET USD. Let's see. FET USD. Orange. Let's check it out. Harsh drop. All right, though. I ain't scared of some red. I ain't scared of no red. 3-day level. Nothing. Daily. Nothing really. Let's go ahead and get rid of all this levels. Let's start from scratch. Before I do something crazy, I want to make sure it's a solid entry. All right, let's look at this. So fetch, right? Monthly breaker, retest, continuation up. That's perfect, right? That's the interaction you're looking for in a breaker. So you have a breaker, test it, get back down, retest it, continuation up. Perfect. Good. That's healthy. That's right. That's what's supposed to happen. Okay, this is a support level. Although we're below it, it has not closed below it. This is also a support level because it is a breaker. 3-day level, nothing really. Daily level, a lot of crap. I don't like how that looks. So that part of it does not look very good to me. I think we're below the golden pocket, but let's check anyways. Yes, we are below it. Okay. Below the golden pocket. Not tremendously thrilled about that by any means. Don't like that either. Log chart maybe? Anything here? Nope. Moving averages. Daily is below it. Weekly, we don't know. 3-day, no, we don't count the 3-day. Very significant. USD pairing doesn't look great. Volume profile looks pretty decent. Doesn't it? Daily. Let's go to a 3-day. Lessening of price, lessening of volume. That doesn't look too bad. 5x long on Ethereum. Why? Kurt, what is your risk reward? Let me see what your risk reward is. Post it in the Discord. I want to see what you got. Yep. Yeah, I want to see what you got. I'll look at it and verify it's like a smart trade. You know what I mean? And this is just going off, make sure you have a plan. That's all I'm looking for. I may not agree with your plan, but at least you have a plan. And that's what's going to save your ass in this market. Was this a channel? Okay. No, it's not. Okay. No, I think FET's out. Okay. I mean, I don't know anything about bots, man. So best of luck to you. No clue on any of that. So if it works, great. But yeah, not my thing. CVX. So now, what is the plan, right? Sell here, right? Because that was a 3-day level. What, weekly? No, it's 4-hour daily. Need to reevaluate this whole thing. This whole thing needs to be reevaluated. I have it on here, right? I think I do. Where's your brains? I see you on here. Let me help you with that short, okay? He's trying to get into a short and soul, so let's look at that, right? So for one, I don't like it personally because we're in the golden pocket, but his condition is because we're going to lose the daily breaker, which let's see if we lost it. I'm not even sure yet. All right. I don't like this. I don't like playing a daily on this massive time frame, but it's fine though. So did we lose it? No. Right? We did not lose it, correct? Yeah, so we did not lose it. So you're not going to enter the short, right? I'm assuming that's what. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right. No, good shit though. So it did close inside of it. Let's see what's going to happen in the market. Obviously, the daily closes happen. So now let's see if we get any sort of movement on the market. Did Trader SC talk about his stop loss? Where's gonna exit? It goes against him. Just curious. No, good stuff. I agree with you, man. It's good. SZ. Because I've watched Trader SC quite a bit, and I love his strategies. I like it. I don't always do the same thing. He probably doesn't post his actual stop losses simply because he probably manages it. He wants to ensure no one does stop hunts after him, right? And it's if you're that big of a trader, if you have 346,000 followers on there, and you do have a lot of money, they maybe stop hunting you, and I totally understand and respect that, right? So okay, let's find it. Right here, shorted 35.2. Yeah, I don't see anything else on here. Let's see. Yeah. See what happens, guys. Arc. Algo. Ada. Go to the BTC pairings. Actually, let's do this. Let's go to the technicals. Let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. Slight increase after close. Well, it's hovering. It's basically just hanging out here. A lot of times there's a lot of volatility around daily close, so be patient on it. And Kurt, you said you were going to do a long on Ethereum. Okay, let's look at why. So if you were to enter a long on Ethereum, like hypothetically, right? Let's look at what would make sense. God, I have so much crap on here. What's my new one? All right, so new USD pairing, Ethereum. I know I cleaned it up. Okay, perfect. Much better. Much better. That's clean. 3-day. Maybe a breaker? I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm going to say no. Okay, you close a daily below it. Is that great? No, it's not, right? So you're targeting 3280. Why? 3280, right up there. You're targeting this high. You're targeting the high, it looks like. Okay. So you're entering here. Targeting 3280. Do you know what your actual stop loss is, by chance? I know it's a bot, so I don't know what the possibilities are on that. Yeah, 3280, the structure. That makes sense. I got that. That makes sense. If you were to place your stop loss underneath here, makes sense. Be cool with that. I will be concerned with this 4-hour breaker. That does concern me. 3,000. Okay. If I was to do this trade, I would do something like this. Okay, this is me. I would be looking for underneath there, and I'd be doing a compound trade, right? So I'd be doing multiple trades here. One here and one there. That'd be a 3.47 bar, which is not great. So I would basically try to get as close to that stop loss as possible to drop that R down. So like here, that'd be a 5R trade, and this would be a 7R trade. That's good, right? No, I would not take that seriously. I wouldn't. I would not consider it lost or take too much merit in it unless you actually close below it, right? Now, however, let's go to it. Go to a lower time frame. Is that a breaker? Yeah. Do we close it? No, we actually held it. So, I mean, honestly, I think this still looks fine. I don't have an issue with this at all right now, right? This was still held on the daily. We just closed below the daily. So we have some, this is still acting as support. So I think this looks fine. Let's see, BTC. I just be scared in a short right now. Short positions would be terrifying for me. So like this hourly break we were watching, it held up so far. So that looks pretty solid. Hey Tim, how you doing, brother? This is so interesting. I'm slowly catching up on to what you're up to with your analysis. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're holding this breaker, guys. Like, this looks solid. Oh, there you go. See, there's like, it pops like this. Like, this is the issue you're gonna run into. There's gonna be a lot of quick wicks, right? If you're going to be trading against this. I'll post this actually. This hourly break is a pivot level, so far holding up. Look at the BTC, see if anything's popping off so far. Request. Litecoin. Let's get rid of this one. I think I have another Litecoin in here, don't I? Litecoin BTC. Yeah, that's the one I want to use. Rid of that. No shorting now. The RR is not good. I mean, not necessarily. You can make the RR fine. You can. RR is not as like you gotta so RR isn't something like the amount of dollar amount, right? You can make money on a quick scalp short, right? You can do that. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So like you can do, and this is a very stupid example, but just understand, right? Let's say you were to do a short, enter now, stop loss above this high, right? And your target is like right here. Okay. But let's say you can get an entry like right here. Okay. That's a good short. See it? That's a good short. 3R trade, not bad, right? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with this trade fundamentally. Now, the issue you're into is this, you're going to have a shit ton of leverage to make this worth it. And also, your liquidity is going to be really hard to get rid of this position at this level. Because if you get rid of it at exactly 35,753, your RR is 3.12, right? However, if you get into a liquidation cascade and you actually get liquidated, like up here, right? That means your RR now drops only to a 1.36. That's not that big of a difference in price, but it messes up your RR tremendously, especially if you're using high leverage. And that's where you can get really burned on shorting. So, yeah, we'll be doing a lot of those trades soon. Yeah. Once we get up to the retracement levels, we'll be doing a ton of these sort of trades, right? Right now, I'm really not, but soon we will be. We are starting to show some strength, guys. Like, I don't know, man. I'm still in the bias. We're going to have a retracement. Still in that, like, I'm still have that bias. We're going to have a retracement. I think it's coming. It's just a matter of when. Not if, but when. And I think it's going to be a healthy retracement. I really do. Yeah, good deal. So, if you guys are Patreon members, if you're in the Discord as a Patreon member, you're going to get a ton of really, really good stuff on the, like, 50K, 5K, 50K update, right? All that. Look great. Oh, what level is monitor taking profits on Crow? That's it, man. It's done. You know, it's true. You're right. You're 100% right on that, man. It's over. It's done. We're screwed. GG, no re. This is it. We're done. We're never getting anything that will ever resemble a retracement ever again. It's over. Hey, I'm only down 7% today. Nice. Hell yeah. I'll take that. I'm sick of having double-digit loss days. I'll take my 6%. Call it good. What the fuck is this? Where's that from? Is that a random ass line? I don't no idea where that was from. I was like, this is significant? Is it? I don't think it is, but no, it's not. Yep. I don't know. I think this would be a pretty significant breakout. If we can get above here, I think it'd be pretty significant, right? Like that's like a another sign because like look at this, right? You see that? This falling trend line would be a pretty massive show of strength, I believe. Wait, where's that? I'm pretty confident in my positions right now, guys. I really am. The only one I really am a little bit hesitant on is going to be Link, and I need to really dive in on that and verify. Hey, have a good one, Kurt. Have a good one, brother. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. All right. We'll see what happens, guys. Take note, though, that the trend is still down. So until we do show some strength, you got to be patient. But I think overall it does look fine. We definitely could drop further, but I think the downside is very limited at this point. I really do believe that. This is a weekly breaker, isn't it? Yeah, it's a weekly breaker too. Like this is a support. This is a major support. Yeah, don't ignore that, guys. We're at a major support level. We don't have much further realistically that we can go, in my opinion, based upon the rising channel, or the assumed channel, and then also the capitulation candles right down there. Like this is basically where it makes the most sense. Yeah, sweeping all of this would be clean, but I really don't think we're gonna get much further. And then also the 2021 opens down there. So let's go, let's find that. Technicals. Crow showing some strength. A little bit, maybe. Not really, man. Not really. The whole market's doing the same thing right now. Like it's all in a waiting. Like it's all basically waiting. Right. This is the 702. We're at the 702. This is a weekly breaker. We need to be inside the weekly breaker, but like overall, I think it looks fine. Oh, by the way, hey buddy, hey Carvin, how you doing, man? Oh, CRV. I didn't look at CRV, did I? CRV is one of my holdings. I have a decent amount, not a tremendous amount, but I do have a decent amount. Let's look at that. Active CRV. Ugh. Gross. What is this? Monthly? Weekly, daily? 3-day, right? No, weekly? Why is this here? That doesn't make sense. This should be here. I don't know why it's up there. I did this yesterday too. Same adjustment, man. CRV USDT does not look bad right now. Just doesn't. Holy shit, that's a golden pocket retracement. CRV looks really good right now. Give me a sec. I want to make sure, but I think CRV looks really good. 3 levels hold. Okay. Weekly breaker holds. Good. I think CRV's a winner. Yeah, I think CRV's a winner, guys. Oh, man. How much do I have available fiat-wise? Do I want to add any here? Maybe sell some link. Sorry, give me a sec, guys. I'm trying to figure out if this is the play or not. I talked about Link earlier. It's not as strong as it was yesterday. There's some minor issues with it. It's about risk. It's about ROI, right? If I'm trying to find the highest likelihood of success trades. The monthly breaker looks fine. The issue I'm running into, the reasons why I got into it yesterday, was the golden pocket retracement. Wait. No, that wasn't it. Fuck was the reasons? What was I bullish on Link? What was the main reasons? Oh, yeah. Golden pocket on here. Right? Golden pocket on there. At the 702 right now, hit the 786, not bad. And then the USD pairing was the big one for me. Yeah. Golden pocket on link. We did tag the monthly breaker. We did hold the 3-day. I think it still looks fine, I guess. I don't know, man. I think that a lot of these coins look really, really good. Oh, this following trend line as well. That's right. Another reason why. 1, 2. We're currently below it, and that's a little bit concerning to me. We need some fresh volume. Volume would be nice, but it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Well, there's definitely something happening right now. I haven't broken out anything yet. What was it? Here? There it is. Okay. Like I was telling you guys, this is going to be a pretty key level. I do like this. All right, No Name, what is your deal? Are you just trying to be like a perma, like are you trolling me or are you legitimately trying to help out? Cuz like every time I see you in here, it's like you're like super over the top bearish. Like I'm also bearish on crypto, right? Like you understand that. I am bearish on the market, but I'm not bearish right now. Okay? Like there's going to be a bounce. I'm pretty sure every time you comment on here, you just basically are like a super perma bear and like make a comment and then go away. So if you want to be a part of the community, cool, I'm all about it. Go back, figure out what else you said in here. You said 2024 when you're going to become everything is overpriced. Okay. Okay, maybe not. All right, cool. Never mind. I guess I'm wrong. Okay, cool. I'm fine with that. Honestly, I am. I just want to make sure you're not like just going here trolling. But no, I think I see where you're at, man. I don't like to disagree. I don't like people like to keep a lot because they disagree with me. It's not my thing. But I think we are going to get a retracement. That being said, when's that retracement going to come is a big question. I think really soon. Request is showing strength. How much strength is it showing? Is it showing a lot? Starting to 2%. That's not bad. Oh, come on. I need some wins today, man. We need some freaking wins in this sucker. I don't know about y'all, but I am sick of losing money. I just want to win something right now. Yeah, you're right. No, I agree with you, and I've talked about it before, right? Like, if I go over here to my charts, right? Wait, new ones. USD pairing charts. Look at this shit. Like Solana. Look at my levels. I have bids down here at freaking $4, $3. All right, so there you go. You know what I mean? Like, I also agree we're going to get some drop, but like, there's also time to be bull, time to be a bear. I think right now is time to be a bull. I think it is, man. Just be patient. Don't want to rush anything by any means, but overall, I think it looks pretty healthy. But the thing I'm looking for, the immediate short-term thing I'm looking for is a breakup of this trend line. That's my immediate, right? The next thing I'm looking for, let's go over here. If I can get the damn thing. Okay. What the fuck? If I can grab it. Essentially right here, right? Essentially. I would even say right here. Maybe not. Maybe even further back. I'm trying to find the actual level, but like essentially, once we get above these levels, I'll be a lot more confident the bottom, like the bottom is in. So, yeah. Still being patient though. Make that very clear. Oh shit. Perfect. That's funny. It got reset at 11. It's all right, guys. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? ENJ is showing strength right now. A lot of strength, actually. H-bar showing strength too. Luna showing a ton of strength. Request is showing good strength. Rose is showing good strength. Shiba, oh, son of a bitch. That's a sign the market's taking off. Yep, Soul showing strength. XRP is still early. This is also a different time frame. A little bit weird. Algo is showing strength. I think I still own some of that. I'm pretty sure of it. Let me verify. Yeah, I still own Algo. Not much, but some. CRV showing strength. All right. No name. You understand death crosses are lagging indicators, right? They're a lagging indicator. That means it just tells you what the trend has been. And we have massive bounces after death crosses all the time. Okay? So, cool. All right. Market's looking pretty solid, y'all. It's looking pretty solid. I don't want to get euphoric, but this does look pretty good. Change alert. Luna's up by a lot. XRP is up by a lot. CVX up by a lot. I need to get my sales position for CVX because I'll be selling more of it because I'm overexposed on it. Request is up a lot. Ooh, baby. Baby, baby. I love me some Request. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's soul short, man. If you have a good setup, like nothing wrong with that. If you want to take a, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking short setups, and as long as they're properly managed, yeah, go for it. Fucking A, man. But you just gotta be patient and make sure your high time frame is also solid. Oh shit, guys, I'm getting very bullish on request right now. Oh my gosh. Oh come on, really? I'm getting so bullish right now. Oh, come on, man. You see this, guys? I'm now back above this trend line again for the 30th time. Make sure this is completely and 100% accurate. Okay. I don't want to make any adjustments to my trades unless I have the most accurate information, obviously. This looks pretty damn bullish, though. Yeah. I think we're showing some strength, guys, but again, like I would still be patient though because we haven't confirmed anything yet. And with this level of a drop, you've got to be patient. I still think it's my line in the sand on us being bullish. What's up, Bomb Tech? How you doing, brother? My favorite Air Force brother, not in the Army. That's right. I'm learning. I'm getting better at it. Not much, man. Streaming for about, what, 3 hours so far? Yep. All right, 3 hours. Perfect. 3 hours. Only got 25 likes. Pretty pathetic, but it's all right, though. It's all right. Not bad. Just waiting to see if this thing's going to break up. So, you liking those, are you liking those 101 series? Pretty cool, huh? Luna. Yeah, you could be right. No name. Make that clear. We could. We could. Okay, that's I'm gonna tell you. I think that people who are super euphorically bearish after a 50% movement based upon history get slaughtered. So, just saying, man. Just like people who are super bullish at parabolic tops also get slaughtered, right? So think of it this way, all right? I got you, buddy. So breakers, right? So let's do this breaker. It's a pretty important one, right? This is on the total ugly chart, right? This interaction is all jacked. Yeah, let's go to a different chart. Let's go to Bitcoin. Find a chart that's not that ugly. All right, this right here. Not great. This one. Let's do this one, okay? Damn it, it's just too much crap on there right now. Okay, cool. Perfect. EOS. They ain't crap on this, right? Okay. Monthly breaker. Monthly breaker here. Okay. Still don't like that. Damn it. I'm trying to find a really, really clean example for you. This works. Okay. So this right here is a breaker. Okay. is signified by having an uptrend, a downtrend, and a continuation up, right? This is the downtrend, right? So the up candle is there, the downtrend candle, continuation up, right? This right here is consolidation. So basically what's going on the actual chart is this. So you're going to go up, this, up. That's what that looks like, right? And so this is the time right there on the monthly. Go down to the daily, you can see, right? See that? I just assumed it. Up, downtrend, up, right? So we go back to the monthly, go up, see it, right? You see how I can tell that's what it looked like just because of that? Okay. So what this means is that it ranges in here for a while, right? And while it ranges, what's happening is a lot of traders are adding in positions, okay? And they're basically getting in position before a continuation back up, all right? But what's happening in here as well is the bulls and bears are fighting, trying to decide what direction to go, right? They're trying to fight back and forth, right? A battle happens here, right, between the two teams. And eventually they decide, hey, we're going to go up, right? Together they decide because they fight back and forth, and eventually the bears capitulate. They can't push it down no more, and it pushes the upside, all right? So bears win, or bulls win here, right? This is like a battleground site, right? And they fight, and eventually the bulls win. They push that shit to the upside. Cool? All right. Now, when the price does things up here and it yada, eventually it may come back down here again, right? But here's the thing. When it comes into this breaker, this area has already been fought over and the bulls already won, right? They've already had this fight. So this level that was already had a major contention, it's already a decided battle. It's already over, right? So what happens essentially, it comes in here, and generally what happens is it pounce right back up because the bears already lost this fight and they don't want to fight this again, right? So a lot of people use this to get out of like if they're in a short position, right? They'll use that to exit their shorts, or people will just buy here at this level because it worked last time, right? There's already been a solid level that did show strength, right? And so this is, to me, an instant buy opportunity, right? Okay, now here's the deal though. Let's say we come back in here, right? And instead of rejecting and going back up, we actually go below it, right? That is bad, right? Because that means that although the bulls were able to fight back and push that shit up last time, they just gave it up this time. So this, right, when it falls back below it, this is a show of weakness, right? Show of weakness. That means there's something fundamentally wrong. The bulls actually are getting wrecked here, right? So when you have a show of weakness like this, that's whenever you want to start de-risking and getting rid of your positions because this level should have held when it came back down in here, but it didn't because it was already fought over. It was already decided, right? It's already decided battle, but it just fell right through, right? And that's why this area, breakers are very important, all right? And the way you can signify them is pretty easy, right? The way you signify them is with these big suckers right here. And that's what I'm doing right now, right? So essentially, you have a breaker, right? You had this big fight that occurred. And so what happened is the bulls pushed it up, bears fought back. They had a big battle over an entire month, right? An entire month they fought over it. And eventually the bulls won and they pushed that shit up hard, right? So what happens, it pushes it up hard and over time it comes back into it, right? Well, when it comes back in here, because this level's already been decided and the victors are already, already clear, this level should hold, right? And that's why this is a good buy opportunity at this level. And so what you'd expect to see is this, right? Continuation up. However, if this happens, if you come in here and you lose it, that is a bad sign, right? This is a bad sign because you fell right through that level that should have held, right? The bulls won last time, but they were not able to win this time. That's a big deal. And so I would be looking to get out of my position if that happened, right? So, and that's essentially what breakers are and why they work. Think of it in the psychology manner, and it makes a lot more sense. But understand as well. So essentially, you see this breaker as a cheat sheet. If it broke up, this should be acting as a support, right? And that's essentially how that works. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense though, man. But these things work on all different time frames. You can use them all the time, and they're pretty freaking reliable, right? Now, so think of it this way too, right? So now I'm going to be doing this. Let's go to the active. Let's go to my request charts. Oh, baby, this looks good. All right. Request. Find the one with the, there you go. Okay, this one actually has the information on it, okay? Now if you go back here, okay? I have these levels assigned, right? See it? 3-day breaker, 20%, 10% of the weekly breaker, 20% of the 3-day breaker, 25% of the golden pocket, yada, 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 right? Well, why do I have these levels annotated? Well, it's right here. See this? 3-day breaker, okay? This level's already been fought over for 3 days, and the bears won. The bears pushed the price back down, right? So because the bears pushed it back down, when it gets back up here, it's logical to assume the bears will win again and keep pushing it down, right? So because of that, I'm going to go ahead and take 20% of my profits at this area, right? This one as well, a weekly breaker. So let's go to the weekly. You can see it, weekly breaker, right? The thing is, though, we've already had a really strong test of it. So if we get back up there again, it's not going to be as strong as a resistance, right? So this time I'm only going to take 10%. So if it gets above here, or if it gets here, 20% profit, right? If it gets up here, I'm only going to take 10% more here, right? And if it drops, cool, right? No worries. But the thing is, though, I'm going to be waiting until we get these levels. Okay, now 3-day level. Same thing, this entire block right here, right? You can see how it was a downtrend, fought back over, right? So the bulls came back and put a fight in, but ultimately they lost. That was a big battle that happened here, and ultimately they lost, right? So when we get back up here, we're going to assume this is going to be another spot where they can reject, right? It's going to pop back down. So we'll take 20% profit here, 10% here, 20% there. So at this point, I'll be 50% out of my position, right? And then if we get up here, this is a golden pocket zone, another very strong resistance point. And then if we get above there, I'm just going to hold on to 25% and wait until we have a major show of weakness. All right. That's how you play this, man. This is level to level, how to play a market. It's really, really simple. It makes sense. The problem is the execution is the hard part, right? People freak out and they don't execute it correctly when they get to that point. So, but there you go. So what happens a lot, though, is whenever you start seeing green, if it does start popping up, right? People are like, oh my gosh, it's going up. It's going to keep going up. We're going to go to, $20, right? $20, and it's currently at 25 cents, right? And so they don't take their profits there, and they ignore the fact there was already battles here that decided, and they're going to just go ahead and, add position. I'm going to keep buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. It's going to keep going up till infinity, right? But a lot of times it doesn't happen because these battles have happened. They've already been resolved, and you have to respect that this level is a strong level of contention. Cool. I hope that makes sense, man. It's a very simplistic way of thinking of it, but it does make sense. So breakers are awesome. I'm one of the few traders that actually uses breakers, especially in the same way. I'm very disciplined in the way that I do it. A lot of traders will use breakers, but they'll consider like the entire wicks. Like Credible Crypto, for instance, the way he does it, he would include this entire wick as a breaker, right? I like to focus in on the individual opening closes only to avoid liquidity issues on exchange. That's why. So, yep, I only use opening closes. So, glad to hear that. In a sec. Sorry, I gotta fix something on here. Yep. Bomb Tech. So I know you're on. I know you're currently in here, right? Yeah, you see that part. Did people even talk about you? No, they didn't even mention it. I'm sorry, man. So like over here, there's really not that much chat on this side of it. If you go to the donor side, there's a lot more conversations happening. So just be aware of that. And I usually focus over here. My bad, I missed that. I missed that question. I know you did comment this morning. I forgot to ask, but or answer it. I do not like bots. That's not my thing. I'm against them personally because I like to manage my own positions. And also, I don't like giving bots or any other entity the ability to make trades in my behalf. Because let's say the trades are, let's say the bot messes up. Let's say that, let's say that the bot messes up. Let's say that they make a bad trade. Let's say there's malicious code on there. Let's say someone hacks the bots and is able to make it to where they intentionally pump up a coin that they already have a large stock in. You know what I mean? Things like that. I have a video. I hope it's in there. Better be in there. I'd be a little pissed if it's not. I forgot. Oh, no. That's right. Keep that. Your channel. Yeah, right here. Cheat code indicator. This is a really good video. It goes over breakers a lot more detail, and I show you a lot of examples of how to use it. So, yeah, there you go. That's how you draw them. So I'm telling you, man, I give you guys a ton of tools on here to be successful. So it's up to you guys and actually going through here and watching the videos and really going through and figuring it out so you can understand, the basics of it, right? So, but put a lot of work in those videos, man. You'll get there. No worries. I'm not worried. You will get there. All right, requests, you're up 3% already. Good stuff. Oh man, this is looking great. I'm super happy about this. Have we busted it above that level yet? Where is it at? Old USD pairings. We are like pressed against it right now, aren't we? That's the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, we're just basically pressed against it. Just waiting. I think if we bust above here, it's going to be very obvious. Very obvious. I think it's going to be a pretty explosive movement. Now, the big thing is it going to be able to hold it? That's the big thing. Right? So, we don't know. Are you kidding me? He actually did that? Oh, the fib one? Yeah, good stuff, man. I'm telling you, dude, I'm gonna really blow your mind, man. It's gonna be so the best way to explain it, it's like trying to drink water out of a fire hose. Like all the information I'm gonna throw at you. Like it took me 5 years to be successful as a trader. 5 years. Okay. And like no kidding, I spent about an hour a day every day for the last 5 years doing some sort of trading. Okay. Either watching videos or actually day trading or day trading, watching videos. Do what? Dogecoin tweet? Which one? Bro, you guys have me, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Dogecoin tweet? Oh. Yeah. It's true. We're bullish now. What the hell, no name? You just told me we're going to go down to 20,000. What the hell, bro? Damn. You change your bias in the span of an hour? That's nuts, man. You gotta focus on the big stuff, dude. Holding support is 0. And you know the funny thing about it is that's actually not necessarily a invalid statement. Dogecoin very well could get back under a penny again. I think it's very possible. It really could. That's the crazy part about it. And people who don't grasp that and don't fully understand, like they're gonna get wrecked. Crypto market is brutal during bear markets, and this looks great. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, requests, please make me freaking rich. All I want is for requests to make me rich. That's all I want in my life. Wait, where's the other one at? Request, BTC. Oh, log chart. That's what it was. I need to put the log charts on. Request. Yep, there it is. We are that close. We are that close. Oh, come on. What? Safe moon to the moon? Oh my god, you're killing me. Oh, Brains meshes me. What do you want? What do you want, bro? Do you good long opportunity? I think honestly, if you want to go into a long position on Solana or any of these coins, like you can go. It depends on when you're like. Okay, let me rephrase this. I don't want to give you bad information. So if we go over here into the USD pairings, go to Solana, okay? Daily breaker right there, right? Let's not work by the daily breaker. Let's focus on the local stuff, right? So essentially, if you want to get into a long position, right? And let's say your long position is going to target wherever, right? Where's your validation? Cool. Right about here. Perfect, right? Still in the golden pocket. It's terrifying. Try to get an entry right here. A really solid one, right? Thing is, though, your target, I would start my target here. You know what I mean? I would. 2.96 R. And I would honestly be pretty damn confident we're going to get to the golden pocket. I would. That's 11 hour trade. You know what I mean? And what you can do is as you start taking off, right? As you start taking off, move that stop loss right up here, and then have it a zero risk trade at that point. You know what I mean? Do a trailing stop loss, and you can have this long open in profit no matter what happens. And then you could be targeting there, and you can open up another compound long as well. So I like compounding. That's a really good thing to do. So if I was to do it, I would be targeting probably golden pocket, maybe 382. Peep Phoenix. Fuck. Phoenix. This right here? Yeah, it should be. Log chart. Oh, what's a compound long? I got you. Hold on a sec. So essentially what I do, top, bottom. Okay, golden pocket. You're in the golden pocket right now. Solid place for an entry. Okay. Go from here down there. Okay, so your targets will be around here. And also right around here. Then you want to look for your breakers, which are going to be around here. Ugly. They don't match. Like the opening closes aren't really there. It is different, but I like these breakers don't actually line up. All right, so what you can do, you can do this. You can assume that this long shouldn't get back below this level, right? Shouldn't. And then you can target there, right? Cool. All right, now what happens? You have a long open, right? That's a 4.8 risk reward. It's perfect. Good. Perfect, right? No worries at all. Now here's the next thing, right? Now let's say this starts accelerating and you have more confidence and it gets back up here, come back here, there, right? Something like that, right? All right, great. Now you actually have a new invalidation point. So now you can do what's called a compound. And what that looks like is here to here. And now for this long, you could target the golden pocket. Makes sense? You have two longs open, right? And then once you have gotten out of that, this now becomes a zero risk trade because you move that stop loss to your entry. And now you have one with a stop loss below this low. And this one, actually, you can just move it below that low as well, right? And then you cannot lose this trade. It's not possible. Makes sense? So you basically use this as a way to fund this trade, right? Once you get some price action developing, you then do that. Oh, I know. This actually goes way up here, like golden pocket, right? Or this can be for the 382, like that. What is that? 6R trade. Perfect. See how that works? Yeah, that's how you would do it. And then once this closes out, you close that trade out, right? You take that profit. So let's say it keeps doing this. All right, cool. Now you come back down here, right? All right, now you're on the way to this trade. You can now move this risk reward up here to 0, right? And then what do you do here? Guess what? Compound. Oops. And now for this compound, I would look to do a long position up to below this level, right? And then I'd be looking to target golden pocket. There you go. Does that make sense? I'm telling you, man, this shit is how, like, if you really, like, want to, like, this is the shit to do. It's, the fundamentals are solid, okay? Its execution is tough, right? And you basically stair step it up. And once you're already in profit, you can't lose, right? You can't lose because your invalidation points are your invalidation points. You basically just, as it staircases up, you keep doing that until you get to a point to where you're at a reasonable level, right? And then once you get up there, right, you can get to a position like this. You finally come up here, come down there, right? What are you doing there? Pretty easy, right? Short. Short there, target, you know, same thing. Same shit, bro. Like, it's the same thing. Whatever breakers are formed up here, target that first breaker. Do the exact same thing, but on the way down. Yeah, dude. Like, telling you, bro. Sold a 50. Okay, dude. I'm fucking done with you, man. Like, what the hell? Thank you, bro. I'm so like, dude. Like, I don't know what you're trying to do, man, but like, you're really starting to irritate me. So, all right. Does that make sense though, Brandon? Like, I hope it does, man. But this is how you, like, and this is the shit that I love doing back in the day, right? But this is more for like ranging markets, compounding and stuff. This is what I do for ranging markets. Now, this takes a lot of management, right? A lot of management. You have to really watch market structure and all that. You have to be familiar with everything that's going on in the entire chart. I haven't seen anything go up since I started. What do you mean? Like the market? Your market's go up and down, bro. That's what happens. Request. Request. Bust the fuck out. I need you to break out for me. Wait, is it the right level? Yes, this is the right level. So this right here is a major resistance. Oh, come on. Request, I need you to bust above here. Let's do this. Binance chart. Yeah, they're right there. Sounds easy, but difficult to execute. It really is, man. It sounds easy, but a lot of people get their emotions in the way, which really clouds their judgment. But if you just keep it like that and trade level to level, and also, hey, bro, seriously, that is the same shit that Trader SC uses. They use they use that all the time. Like you like them? That's exactly what they do, right? They make their ranges, which I don't even know how the hell they make ranges on here. But you make your two ranges. Do a parallel channel, right? Channel. Oh shit. All right, take that off. So let's say they have their channels, right? Hypothetically, right? So what they do, and I'm sure you're aware of this, right? Right? It goes like this and that and that and that and that, right? That's how these markets supposed to work in a channeling environment, right? Generally, you're going to be between these different the midline, the top, and the bottom, right? And yeah, I don't really use this much, like this particular way of doing it, but I do use channels and ranges. But it's a very rare situation in which it really makes sense to me to do it. All right, now for your longs and shorts, right? Let's say you're coming back into the channel, right? They're looking for this. Once they break back into that channel, what do they do? Long position, right? Oh, yeah, that was right. Long position, right? Go down here, below there. Where are they going to target? Mid-range or quarter, right? They do mid or quarter depending upon what the size of it is, right? They'll target that mid-range, okay? Well, as it comes back up here, as it comes back up there and shows strength, they may enter another one at this level. All right? This one may target the entire time. All right, and that's basically how you do this. So then once you get back up here, take a profit on that, right? Awesome. And you start showing sort of market structure changes, right? That, what can you do? Short position, right? And you can have a long and a short open at the same time. Nothing wrong about that. It really isn't. You can target back here at the range lows. That's how you can basically hedge your own way all the way out, right? But yep, leverage positions are really dangerous because you can get really, really fucked. But I mean, it's if you're really disciplined on how you do it, it is solid. And that's what I was talking about as well for last night. You asked me a question on whether or not we're going to keep dropping or whatever. And what I said was we play it level to level. That's what I meant, man. You play level to level. That's what I mean. All right. Don't stress about the big picture. Just look at the level to level, right? Like for me on the big picture, I'm still expecting. Oh, let's go to Bitcoin. We are showing a little bit of weakness right now. A little bit. Okay. I'm expecting this, right? So my level to level right now is from essentially I'm bullish here, but if we get above it, then I'll go up, right? Right? Or if we start showing a lot of weakness over here, then I'll start, turning maybe bearish. I might exit early or something, right? But essentially just play level to level. Right now, I know this is not the place to sell. It's the place to be buying in general, okay? I think that if you, let me rephrase this. I'm going to put it this way. I am 99% confident if you were to buy today at $35,270 on Bitcoin, there will be a point in the future. There will be a point in the future. I don't know when, but in the next, I am 99.9% sure if you buy today, you will be able to sell at a higher price in the next 2 months. Right? That's fair to say. I think that's reasonable, right? So if you were to buy right now today, you would be able to sell at a higher price within 2 months than we are today. Okay. What happens in between here? You know, who knows, right? But that's why I'm overall saying that I'm bullish in the market, because I think there's a very strong possibility that we will be above here sometime in the next 2 months. Probably a lot less than that, but I'm trying to, you know, make it exceptionally over the top. I would say within a week, realistically, but you know what I mean? So if we do drop down below, okay, cool. I still think this level right here will get back above it at some point. So getting into position at this point, I don't think is a dangerous opportunity, as long as you have the patience for it, right? This is for spot trading, obviously, because if you're in leverage, it's a whole different thing. Yeah, so the positions I own right now, I'm going to be holding. I'm going to be holding it or reallocating to other positions. I'm not taking money out of the market. All I'm doing is just adding positions and reallocating based upon what's showing strength. That's all I'm doing right now. So your dead cat bounce is higher than the original one. Is that even a thing? A dead cat bounce be higher than the impulse. Is that even possible? Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think it's even possible to. Now it could be a what is it called? Expanded flat, but even then it's still a corrective structure. Mm. Investopedia. Mm-mm. Isn't this a bounce from 34,000 to 35? Dude, I am not. No, I know my bounce zone. If we start bouncing, we're gonna go a lot higher than that. Okay. This is going to be the dead cat bounce. Okay. I'm gonna go from wherever the fuck we are at. Right. Whenever we find an absolute bottom, we'll go over here to this. This is my dead cat bounce zone. Now, there's a legitimate possibility we may only get here to 46,000. I can definitely see that as a possibility, but ultimately, this is my primary zone. Okay. This is my dead cat bounce, right? That's what I'm looking for, man. We have the channel support. We have so many, like, there's so many reasons as to why I'm very confident in this. So this particular region is very solid, and no matter what, even if we drop down here or whatever, we're still gonna get a bounce. It happens. Okay. And I own spot positions, not leverage. So guess what? I can hold on to it and I don't care. Prefer to make money, but you know, I'm not going to get liquidated because I don't own any leverage right now. Request is doing great. Great. I think we're going to be breaking out soon in a very major way. Don't like that chart. Yeah, we are pushed up against it right now. Look. we break above that, I think we're going to go pretty damn aggressively. Oh, man. Ugh. I own a lot of this damn coin, so I really want to see this thing pop. It'd be really nice. Be really, 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 really nice. Cancel open orders. Canceling all my open orders. I need to reposition them all. What's Litecoin doing? Well, Litecoin is now just screwing around. Litecoin, you have your mission. It's time to execute. Yeah, there it is. This is what I want. This is the one I want. I've went through there. This is the best. Oh shit! I just adjusted it. I think this is the best interaction. These two lows. I think this is what we're gonna look at right here. Just waiting, y'all. We're just waiting for something to happen. That's funny, though. No one say anything. Interesting. Interesting. That's not a real pattern, by the way. Just don't. Yeah, that's really. Yeah. With all due respect, what the F is this? What? What happened with Link? What do you mean? What do you mean, Link? Doesn't look great. It looks fine. You are longer live than all liquidated longs last week. Yeah, right. I know, right, man. I have been on here a lot with y'all. I do. I'm trying to keep y'all in the know on what's going on in the market. How long have I done? 4 hours? 3.5? Not bad. I do need to get off soon, though. I need to get food. It's already 7 o'clock. 7 p.m. That is 1900 for you, Bomb Tech. 1918 where I'm at. Oh yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off because me and my buddy are gonna go get some food. But I'll keep you guys up to date what's going on. But overall, I think the direction, everything, like I think you guys have a good understanding of what I'm expecting. So I have lines in the sand. We need to get above them. We're basically at a really important moment right now. But ultimately, yeah, guys, make sure to be on my Discord. I can't stress it enough. Discord's awesome. If you just join, you get like a lot of good information. But if you actually like become a Patreon subscriber, which is I think very cheap relative to most other people, you get like a lot more information. So, ooh, big money. All right. Where's it at? There you go. Public page. I only have 18 spots remaining. $40 a month. I think that's very reasonable for the content you get. A lot of people charge hundreds a month. I'm literally charging only 40. So pretty neat. But do what you guys want, obviously. But I appreciate you guys being on here, like always. I'm gonna go ahead and get off. But I will see you guys in the next video. So like always, y'all, I appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next stream. Like always. Deuces, boys. Appreciate it, y'all. Bye.